Yeah, mommy, me electoral commission in the club. MPP for some maji watching it. Remember now, so be behind the cassette, may interpret constitution and I'm a I see, yeah, grata, I'm winning through the more now say Misabia one money a cratch for no come on. Yes, Madam Asmiji said employing for a woman, woman, the woman become Naji Mansano or no, I be free and no manaka say about on the so the Akudruni. Now, Nemrantie. Any Najuma F4, one more constituencies, no more, one more delay, parliamentary election, no, and Tiasibia and Musono, or the message Bequama or Mayan and Temon Free, or Moyan and Tem Free, Ubia Niva, or no more Assembly. A better name from agitation to jubilation, Assembly,
Right, thank you very much. Thank you very much. So this ends this segment of the press conference, and very soon His Excellency John Dramani Mahama will also be speaking to the nation. Thank you.
As of Augustua, Emma Kwaba view or share decision time into a national chairman Ninsa Modiatu Ejanono. Let us omono ma quality or more results. Na a or CMP before somebody deny na yamame electoral commissioner a day and a watching. There's a chairperson was a fabra. So call a coalition centers na a camia say be ya. Representative so more honomo ombe declaration ama ubi ate ne ho ase sese mo twentwen de munya ne tentem so be kai say ye ne ye correspondent ewo electoral commission om headquarters e kasaye e mo di to just say omo kompo no na omo bisa say na den na ne ma eche sa e no mo painful ni bi so ba be address omo say e wo musa political parties na ye omo coalitions de na so embra na makwan say esese wo mo electoral commission wo mo tenase no mo so keka bom no mo wia no mo no mo the results na aba betuja nyese wo mo kan say ye ya no mo pie free mo aba no mo buy wo mo say say ni say yes say no maye at the end of the day no yanka say be say twa ye ho asa ka so mo nye wo mo dwuma yi nti wo sre obi yanka na komanto ne yam wo mo saka bibia wo be kan bom na wo mo di aba said esse nefata it is abre every NDC for akachede one more air canon na minim say moving forward no electoral commission so almost so de omonu masembe ba betuja na sabre ye best studio ha say na ye can say no me one lawyer wo ha idia mami embisa say political parties no obiaka ye ne nya say as I say electoral commission etie de omo ka no na obegina o more results na so no de ama declaration and na say esese wo to ne boase na won work under any pressure memo bia en temper wo painting no want to me come up. I remember say last 4 years when share we say no error no mark correct it ne political parties need be the bomb some more say they indecisive or ba no ma be say the next minute no ma san be say I'm pretty sure say no tin no so o ma form ho adwen say o mo pese o be repeat the see anano no eti no mo ye ahweye eti ma men san enda me guest the DBO enchesa feina we dey we fidie ato say decision time with United Television so and I wish any just some say streaming on all our social media platforms and so and on DSTV so you will want to beat me a join the discussion a lawyer Justice Abdullahi was senior lawyer and now could people so UPS in so or your Chechenia which emra e wo hodom to what semrasi ye pa lawyer kwaba
this is me so bomidin ma ehot ma kono bem
lawyer
Mr. now
I would say
maybe brabby to you was a bra from a friend.
Oh, Obi so se bumedi ma me.
Denim se ekoyi. Enti na mesrewa ta frame.
Matepa. Yen share a right say a electoral commission now no me hu say gradually no see a mount pressure on them. Ya quality ya result brantem na bebo e baby so ho no ma parliamentary no so no boy send the information kwana tentem so na is it the right thing to do?
Ukraine so media ko bi se me wan hwe na wabisa the wrong person because medical aka fee na itwa mu ma meje mensa ebedi officer sisi otimu say electoral commissioner no ayafa nipa de adwuma de wonya de ya to abani we na mekan say wonya de ba hokra na ja me so meka masema me tumra me chesi inti me meka ana mentam fare ho sa
ti ujina de henso
inti me keka ba ampa ye hwa bepem election ya nka after 32 years of running about 8 or 9 elections nka eniema kitinkitin to be ho nke ni kwan say nke da so ye problem ti true abano ne bobono so nke ni kwan say nke ye problem kra na sem say de o pese me chiresi de na me nka bi
opa
say ye behwa jemensa ansana oba be electoral commissioner no ekuo bi a na yefe mu ayi no mo ne electoral commissioner eye adwuma pa in fact adwene ni nyansa ne experience asamre no ode man electoral commissioner eye afarijan ne de omunina ba in fact no kreni exercise electoral system no completely enti sesebio obi a wo sa nyansa bebrebe nyansa ne adwene ene experiences bebrebe say pa na se adidi abeto ha sebio say ye nsuma obi a friends en anamontenten ne mo yetuma banyansafo ti se wo suma banyansafo na se sebio we die we try ye banyansafo ya ono na nka wo boa ma electoral process si akoyie that's what wo dia na se wo no na nka ba besma no se opposition na afa ye de mami ba ya bia na na wa okra okeken de bia mistakes ade bechi bia mistake in fact after one election nka odi nka emfa ne se after first one the na janko afa ne wa ba for nti normal say jakra for be mistakes nkinkite ato so bi me ye be for the past 2 years the processes leading to this election mistakes in kwa there has never been a single occasion in fact no American hanum say no na jo am say free na American say me say pese mons encentre for kra sebio enamoso enema ye nyina ye tini ekọ mami ba ya so on prima monko coalition centers or mama polling station polling centers adan model so dodo sasemu sebio uchire mu sen na yi
before abeto aso no from a lay person obeka say in some choi juma no ye wo bad nut ewom in a way on also ebe you see to curb you know in order to take out the bad nut no because obi won say we say hu ade no enye sa ye nyina na preach about misinformation ne ade wonyini say no so ye another factor in no person for CV
no dey senka dey no kra nke bam dey na kwa say asem no kra because ono ankasa no office kra no bad nut no kra does sense say biu en central for no e dey isan say say jama political parties mu be no complaining about ono ankasa no office kra adwuma ye ono ankasa kra forms or baba kra no baba na mistakes so nti ono no yapa momo bia ye ma chance ma da so ye wadwuma nti so office bia obi na office se do sie na adwuma no ene woni nyi ho a ya kwanchere se o kire no se ye ma alliances wo ye nsentweni wo kwa kohwe abato so wuntimi enkan sama ebebro bibi so wuntimi ntu anamo bi a enya anamo enemra emfa kwan se nipa na efomo a emra da ho ne na famra kwan so izan se sebio abato ne ekoto na abato ekoto se de medical ken information abanyina in fact se amene oti asisi yi se MPP ba me friend saying JM abona baso agia tum se wolusu enye electoral commissioner de braye in fact results are banyina no mu bia no free electoral commissioner me gidi se amene okasa impo se yesesi ye kwa electoral commissioner ne website ono ano na fidie ono no e de fa so ebo ye nyina yen nka ye ne o ma information ye kwa ye nya hwe emfiri ho no sisi ameno kese wa hwe ye nya bibie emfiri ho si e bebe nya bibie efiri ho a wa hwe enu 10% of the mo incentive for mo de amene enti e ma wo se incentive for na djuma na mo ye no e ye djuma e ho hia papa apart from so mo ma time tested information say bi omo so ma abato no e magidie ebam e ma say bi de olusu ehun se ampa olusu nti wagitum na senka electoral commission anko ade a kwa hwan kasa men ke bi kra nke bi anke ejakura dem nti se wo se wo hwe after bi wato aba be mprem wotwe ana mprem 9 na se wuntimi nya adesua de bia mfiri mu a na sabio say so ordinary say o san bisa ho questions marks and as a country after 8 or 9 elections there and ki atra de etro kasad media nke ese nke edu baby a nke ese nka manfo mo ne besua yen nanso hwe US elections ansa na de be che na obi ani baby odu you man try say electoral commissioner bi and ebe abeka bibi na friends saying Trump ye di kan wono akra asha ase akra e kana nu musem your friends saying na ye maame Harris kra so no so di kan apa sana o man chichire no ye no.
So now do you think say the national chairman for National Democratic Congress or kasisia no or you're right both parties ni na we so bi ehu ni gina be NTSA Electoral Commission and based on the result if we NDC for akache eba no family declaration and answer there
be da eno de nya sa na ye no na me ka ne sa so na me sa kai wo say sebio political sebio baumia fra wo fra Mahama na wo je atum se wodi kuguo no enya NDC for the man no resource Electoral Commission na ono anem krofo ono aparo so munya adwuma no sa ho no na ba mi aso nya na resource free polling stations no resource no e ho akro ya na NDC fo so nya mo de yen kai hu se se ekok na ekoto aba ye wi a ye nyina no ye tena se ne akan aba no ye tena se ne akan wi a party bia be sign ansa na electoral commissioner wo ho no ono so assign se abato e to no empeso aso he de nya ayini eno na party no omu wi a no mo e de akoma omo offices ni akeka boma mo keka boma enti ansana se mesema ha mani anka 5 hours after voting no party bia no na bi na meti e kan se as at 10 pm no obi ani de wanya ampa any be 30 minutes ena yenya information from parties ni bi mo nyina obi e kire ba bi wanya na de aduru so me no ka say instead of making ya electoral commissioner kwade onim de bi wanya aduru. So the point is that say parties no etimi e kan mu de ebom ntem na se bi omu mienu kra party akese ni mienu mpo etimi kan mu de ebom hu se ampa mu nyina de yepe se bi o kan de ebom no wanya bi a 5000 na party B so nya bi a 6000 me so me kan me de ebom nya 5000 ampa party B so nya for instance 2000 say na se ye mienu nyina de ne yepa na ampa so ese ni nyina so yepe sense ye nyina no ye pick from the same source intent me ma say obeka bom now de ebro media so na me de ebro ana me de ebro de so enya possible because 1 + 1 age me nya 4 da e dan ya e be mienu enti say mienu de a na wo kan wo de ebom na onya mienu me so me kan me de ebom nya mienu no e see de na electoral commission anko won me kan de ebom de no no wotwen de no wo ye
also see no collation centers ni bi honum kra wo mo intimi in declare unji ni se no so kan wo be na drag ne nkabo mu no em say ye kan collation centers na ana ebia na ahwefo bi mu no ente ase yi collation center ho no se bi yen ko kan ba ho yen kan ba ho collation center in fact collation center enim na bi say if bi collation center collation center no eye se de ya kanya no se be ya constituency bia no ye be hu abadodo wo ho nti no yen ko kan ba ho na emum ye kan police station wi a in fact yen kan ba bia biem wo ho ababi yen kan ba ba bia biem dia kan no police station no ye kan wi a asa gise bia chinye bia ba ene ye se oni enko bia ballot box bi so sanya sa dia in recount ni enya recount
me da so do ti bibia say me ho dia ye kan aba no wie from polling station na so bia san wie asa kani bibia wie na nso asa di nya beduro collection center ho a ye nka bom keke ne ye beke kan bom sanka bom no bia betima ye ne de
ese bia electoral commission
the electoral commission ono de no ntimi
o chen kan bom no waje aso na de so
enti nka bom ne si de na say bio parties no watima kan mu de abom na electoral commission nko wantimi kan de mu ma de ono de no oye ono ne nkofo no o man ko school
me pacho yen share from this angle so once ye kasa sisi de hu say we repeat enema bebre ho no ma entwe yi errors people
enya di kan ajatum say ebon no ekwa mu kakra
oh dey be me so men kasa akoso enti wonyi ni say on pese say a history ebesa repeat itself enti na say dey wonya botro pese oto no bo ase eyema na koso na enya bia mra no kwabo no ma time frame say within this period no is it 72 hours or 24 hours bibisa wo hono mana
ni mra bia say ye to abawi a say otwen nanu nansa ana na otwe ana bosomi ansa na ya bobo aba no mra bia ni ho sa mra wo ho ne say si ye to abawi a na ye kan wi a ye mobo aba no obi ehu ni gina bre na obi a na o man no ye nko yanim say bio si ye mobo aba na ya kwa say o man ni nyina no obi agina fa akon ye twen because esi ehun se bio nipa oba bedi eso nipa ye de yetumi ahye nensem saa nyama no etimi de nsem ebreba se yato abawi na afi obi ehun ni gina bre enti the earliest opportunity no ese information call the information flow during election very crucial enu nti na se bio se ba ko pekra no nya kra fatu dwane hu se onya ba ko ebasa sabio eba kakra no anya bia kra no say yes enye political parties ni near because omo de ebi omo bewiem because omo interest in bia we bewiem but wo de na we official source no bo modern na kakra bia nkonya bia no wo de fatu dwa wa no wasan mu nyina asan enti wo de tudwa no enfum so be na nko waye ewum ena sabio electoral commissioner award for biblia sa nyema kitinkitinkitinti we o metima ye nti Kenya ade an ka den kra because owo adwuma for biblia nanso se me wan hwani ana yakwa se ase adwuma na ye de ahye electoral commission sa no se adwuma no mu hu ni yo se omu nte ase o ana se omu hu hia se information flow eboa esevu se bi onema bi because asemi ho an ke ebia nka ka ntama nka boni bi ansi but wan kan ntama wo twentwen ni ntino obi ho a wote ho anu ahwe a wode ho ahomte ho abufu na wode akwa ne yenye eno no ye mfa nchekere oman eno krese ye nyina ye hia abotre and there's no dispute about it, there's no doubt ese ye nyina ye nya abotre na mra ne ompanifo ye de adwuma hye omusa no omunyo omudwuma sa na ye nyina ye pe no eboa nenso this is the first time in our history less than 24 hours after the election aban o tiedwem wotimi afre opposition leader afren say minia aban to ye no maji atum se medi nkuguo wodi nkunim ye nyina ye mmoa ne yemfa o man nko animi enti we de mebo abaso waya ade ebi si sada eti yesi samre say no nke ese ma electoral commission adwuma no mre fofofo esan se enya si samre no etinye bia nse danim kese etinye nim kese kra se ekoba se bia we anya 5200 ene we anya 5000 na eno na de onya 5000 no o gidie bi se bia obetimi ayi bibi ana se bia bibi na nko enti na bia ne de ne yankan ne ye enti abasa agitations kakra wom but we there ya hwe difference na Sebio 2016 kra na Mahama Lucy ye no difference no we bro no so bebre ji wo twen hunu enu nti na eno so nkyerese sebio me ka ne say na menka se electoral commission omra no mfa numbers bia meto keke so on yes won nyene nkrofo ni a nka ne nkonfre political parties na nkasa mpokra no me just na MPP munya asan no musie bia nya ye de ye kai de bom no MPP de nya ebia mienu ndisi wonya baako na ndisi mo susu nya asan so yesu nya mienu na MPP fo nya baako eji ukari mienu boma anya bia kra sa wo de ne mpokra nkofo na anyomu ni a based on no obetimi akansem bi said the ana da bia ka no ebia provisional ye can bro for provisional ye nyina ye gitum say e kire say I don't know enyan CP enti say what just say bia won tie ase say what tie ase enko ade a na say ka to say provisional it mean say e betima sesa e no say sesa obi no bebo say bi somebody medase obodi money bia it's a provisional it means say every bia e bi betima be ka ho e so betima te
ye share before the election, during the election, and right after. Now, let's say in Kumubaye Bona, you say after no, the Yeshe ni Musebe ban in Yamai, but a DB was what I could do and way in America before a nearby beto abbey, and maybe you honor my electoral commission or an as electoral commission, no, as a whole, or more year, a year, upese, uchi, or margin so during the elections, you know. I mean, I think so for the first time. And I'll better say, BBC, yes, you have quickly. No, my baby address it, saying it, and Hanedy, and Tessan to be in ya about to Soyemu. You bet me, I share a honor, so.
And the crack, so her, me, dear, a seer, meet me about my basokakra. Can you know any for no? I can't see piece of dear. Umunya stakeholder engagement to be because Umunja electoral commissioner name. And they were rightly so because Sabio electoral commissioner no Suba or modern edino na emane ding say opposition for no bejo medi. But say yes say kasade emabato. Inti omwan kasano engagement ne ade course ma omutimi ma NDC for no ebe join titru or more meetings are no more electoral commission and any parties near no. Inti say yes see me electoral commissioner baso for maybe yeah. For me no was a very good step. The team makers are no of course I have no na come out boom name NDC for no ebe join here. It say about no the legitimacy of Abatuo no and started with just announcing the results. It started from the day I was prepare. And the legitimacy is important. See a bejatum no, who here see bibia because so people lose no bejatum sampa malusu. Na me kwa ko bwa no ma bachna. Isanse be ma de eja okona se ankoya ukobwa ho na be ma de ukoku anim abibia nti ankoya ukobwa no asan ba ba ko. Nti to give it that level of legitimacy no, for me it is very crucial. And so okay issues out Kenya, there were a lot of challenges. Any maybe you buy printed ballot sheet, you buy see you buy printed we see buy special voting and when sense be basa. But send ya woka no kwa anamo mu fa so mutu ya se bi usa niema no esia no mode ahonhare ebe solve sa problems no na isan say those problems no and sometimes it lead to the mistrust and the lack of confidence and before one here now will lose the entire legitimacy of the electoral systems. It is so from that angle there nenke beka say electoral commissioner no obon homoden kakra to should be unlike the previous elections now disqualifications no also be this time even though electoral commissioner now has mistakes with the forms near the day, but it appears that this time no the electoral commissioner no had the posture beer no matter to me say bibia betimesi in submitting the form almost why a crowd so almost be boa ama all submit forms now eniema ko yi me hu sa posture no with the way no more engage with the friends and the stakeholders no me hu sana me hu no nti em say e ma win e boa more than in the past. It's very positive, but yes, are positive see, and of course indeed talk to me and some may council so but we dey me hu pa during the voting system say me realize say this time about one and not just with voter ID card na bitimi dey ato when the voter ID card cra
can go there
bitma akoto aba no kreni ema minya ahomka bi se yakwa enim kakra isa say kane no so ni voter ID card a untimi nko o meho kra ukona se nkutawa is the yenhwe wani mumpo but this time so new voter ID card na mpo wo Ghana card ana wo passport ana wo older voter ID card mpo na se wo kai pass ampa ha na register ya emutimi hwe odin a emunya daage ma ehwe odin na se ampa se ufata se so to aba wo ha ya mo ato aba no kreni se electoral commissioner why bibia ese bona ba so a sa honed die muchiro kodura se de wokan na no na mika de ese odema no hono ema mihu se ampa say Ghana you bibia say man science bit machine we are bit machine free and chain because a boy pa a reduce soon say 10 out already 10 out na enye but sa system we no ema eno eso ti bibri ena commissioners na nkasa no at the various police stations no baby kakra bi a me fa mu a me hwe no mihu se no mo se de omusi je abatuofo no omo keka no no kreni na very positive na encouraging omunya abotre daje no kasa se nya ho na eso to aba mutimi kire so kohwe hanum se na bia hanum number no ene hade ne ben pa antie bia ko ha obetimi ato aba ho nom many baby so din koma me hu se ampa se ebuo ene ahobrase ewum na sa niema we no ene yede kire oman idea na ehuhia pa say that kind of rapport between the commission and the electorate because any of customers this a customer me bana say one entity me ya and the dia bufuo ene when me koso me koka kire ba
we so no to wo kasa wo ma enye ba no wo beba but
nukreni say the yabato city no asembone ba ko pe etimi say bibia e san say yen chichire o mining new stage a sebio nka BBC a yebetimi isolate sa de kro no free o mining in general ho ama o mining akọ nanim eni tina sebio to the be as simple say political be chokra just order from above enya sa na tie o ba bia odi bonni na say police be chwa wacho mpo se ko ba se mpani bi kra efre say we dey me offer no na we dey me so ahwe na ye hu bibi mame sa na ma ensi o ba bi sa me offer no we dey me constituent we dey one mo party ba we dey one mo na boy ma ba sa na ma nsi but ya hanum say sense enyema yenchechire o mining ye e ma o mining timi run independent of individuals intino we na de bia yegusua to de bia am say one hwe na say eno na say o mine no but me gidi say yekọ enimi die e bia enyema be sesa kakra bibia no o na hyase timi gidi say be dru ba bia esi dru na me kan si na me kan si say me kan say electoral commissioner enya de a eno nche say papa wo ma eni kwan say yeka papa kakra wo mu no e bi ni e be papa say se mre ho na adaje ho ha e bitima ka papa no so bibri
oh sure na lawyer mesan aba oso bi osabre bushafo mama yenko abenati wa eho o ablikuma north ya tise to bi ekoso abena ho teme ka me ma wakọ aba
ya
na eten ekoso ablikuma north
enye easy wa ha say kra say you go to na me friend je mi din kan ya me ne mo bon ko na me twe mu say you go to o mo kan e wo inside ye guto omo kan we na omo saka mode see abontin se na be ye omo bobo we inside wa asin wofo no ebete west ni ye we na omo bobo west ni through one of the police center omo bo nia omunya ye ewo ho ye hu ya na se penche ya pum afore no door ni ye bu no omo ba inside gidan ni bi sa ba ko se mi twi ba ko na mi sa na den na omubu do no amaba inside omu kira ta number na omubo ye the figure na omubo ye enye ta na etie wo ho no nti asesa ena omu nti asesa da omugo so ma ya update ye nimio ekoso
abana hefo no omu se eye figures na asesa no hefo
ye se wudru kwati mana eho de no west no ebi asesa omu kira
se hefo ne bowura ho woman no ye here for amayo for be
NDC supporters ne wa ha say ni die we MPP ni na wo ko MPP data de de badia ene ne obenya amane pa wo ka bi ma MPP de obenya amane wa ha nti NDC kwankwa na e chadan no ho de bia nti omo no mo bora inside e ba so any supporters any bumble inside one of them kiki pension pink sheet no more kind in your matanya akotisimu asibi wa afia ho and the papers no matini say your omuhia ne say enye mon ticket na mububo na ehia ye no ticket na mububo aha say enya say ni ehia omo na ehia ne say mo mejo amon kan say Dramani Mahama really Rapina up in crazy no more for Massimo no Bukofia and Yafin on Pop West Natural Mumani. In the assembly in saying in an so Omunia figures no more and no more trouble. If the end of which Nahasa will be in one America to be trouble. Or must I have to participate in the Asayaka and the Sadi, I am among kind to the person or Massimo. When you do not one of my years, and it's a who say journalist, one of our journalists are okay. Hey, when who is true, and yes, this Adamia, many Gani, Mr. Topo, picture is true, it's not, it's one of them. And it's a me play the baby, maybe deny it.
And see, Sabre, you say papers, no, is it a pink sheet, no, or machine, and answer the hen or machine?
Pink sheet, or Martin now, Martin now. Ubese a papers na omo so bia e wo mu na omo kenkan no asafo ebe ha o so mo tete no na o police station so na o match so bia wo mu a omo collate together e wa ha say o ma so ni na
okay abna my hye etuo no hifo ne kita etuo no na omo guso omo toto omo to ne se omo to fa hen omo to ko wiem ana so omo to fa nipanim
and your mutuko riem ewo echi ho mamwa intino eni mo no de no mu gudo no so mbirinte ba ko echi ho no no e na ma ba ko dance to me na ye sorry inside one of my years is there so obi aho anka ewo tutuo no obi aho anka ewo bebe no ojina no na ewo echi kakra e fine door na no ma lo ke no na ne medi mani ba ko se ho ne se abambo fo mo wa ha se no esa e pen ko fo na mo wa ha se no medi mani ehwe mo no metumi akase be dia 30 ba enkofo no so exhaust ekensa enkofo no bowe mu saa no a ene de police ko ni yedia na enye na so mafafa won ma be inside that dia say intinke be trend senka ba fo ni bebre na ebetumi aba ha say ya nka nye mebi betumi abra so ne efo so ha say ni tie anu enya fa
tete no mo tete ne say kwan be so na eye electoral commission no be fa so make a declaration no
and the electoral commission ene kasaye ene o ka bi said send your market papers le mo ne die piano o mu ntumi nka say wey ene wi and I say wey ene wi because papers no mo be sha so ka bibia bo ma ye no any one of inside the office only parliamentary candidate MPC NDC ne enkasa into media for ye and ye see you mukasa ye say I don't make we na ma ba be ka say into mu na ye see you mukasa e say and say boys need e gbewe mu e wo ho no mu a e ma ye say ye kee ye mukaka into this year make say the only mu nyina inside one ma wo yo bi kwa na we bisa na sen e fine akuma na ni tria abani so bisa we ya say so obi eni one ma o ka bi e true
parliamentary candidates no o mo bi aba ho no ma na
the pastor ani rabina obin a ojinama NDC e wa ha say
and na say no aka kire eye na chidifo no
o say rabina obin esi from e ba ye eni omo e de kasa e be ata o so ni say o se deje ni ntino no ntimi en kasa intini nsa e na o so kire omo e kire omo so mu nya abotre bibia ye boko ni ade na MPC candidate no me de ontumi ye kra okuso e se fro what was saying ya my people ha say no ye na age so be tia wan ha na akoye didie o ho so ne di okuso e se fro ha say ya on pie ye ko be bia ota be bia tana
but my influence ya say na fo ni di eche bibia ni e be san aba wakache
achoyo
me da se pa benati wa e na ye ne no atwetwe enko sabre ye ko e settlement ho o we wutu senya west set o to me kan me mo akwa
Mejo so mame
wadaro ma update e wo ho no ma ye hu
update e wo nyina ne se wutu se ya west Mexico se no e ya wutu beku e ho e na electoral commission no e ko ma e ma me gizara se so nsa so se one eye yudiahin si akan no oba kukudrofo ya santoa on wodi nkunim na obeka ya wohwɛ ewutu sanya west ya say ya obrenu wa wakɔ so ato twice da ana mpenu da we de wa hu sɛ wa jesu sɛ ɔno obetumi ayɛ ɛne nti sɛ ma me aba papa nso aba kana bɛ ɔbɛboa ewutu sanya mense no ete wo bɛhwɛ ha ya yesi ewutu breko yɛ mense kɛse no ɔno ankasa ne kurom ɛna ne bebi ofi ɛna ya ba sese na wo bɛhwɛ nipa dɔm a bi mu fi ewutu bɔdwe ase ɛne nkuratwa ewutu bɔdwe ase nyina ahyia ɔmo nyina agye mme abɛfia wɔ ne fie ha ma me so wani enso ka kyerɛ sɛ NDC edi nkurima mpa sɛ sɛ atakum ya gino ma yɛ ma me nanum na nkasa ogyina ha ɔbɛto ɔto nsɛm ade aka kyerɛ ne man before then no ma me ya ma ho aha de ba yo TV so ma me kai ɛti sɛ ya no ɔde so aka gu no wuti ma me ya ma ho aha de ba yo TV so
yo me jo so ekia etie fun yina me do bi ase and a special day very special day for out Kenya West NDC now and then I actually breaking our records no first nanka every 4 years I go to Abama MP yes so many times this is happening and I call 2 times I know call at different times between 2000 and 2004 about year before I was no and I 2012 since then obviously call back to back into me second record back there is no family sisters me no only the same presidential candidate Ejinata. There's no family how many presidential candidates with the same ballot paper so and also no family obi beating the sister Penny and a sister Ketwan go beating the sister Penny no and this year no the next record I said to you said yeah to me a break is 1 time no and my seventh main mind football said I will not take them for granted because message I made them out when because someone say I'm not your name baby and queen yeah kind call I say I call slow motion and then put this active me by your position empty but my name baby I'm a community and I'm going to make sure that now that Papa Mahama abai there I'm a little bit too much there we will fast track a lot of things in this community because here temper social strategies are your point say mami do open one say mami do open one mami on yellow gun and no na say what they actually do tell say na then I hope that no who say friend oh obi on me be asa na me say by nature me 54 me yet me say I can policy the best time I say but just say me sociable and I'm down to earth let me put it that way just simply down to earth Ejima me here before politics me architect so me consultancy firm but many construction workers baby many construction workers baby we relate some relate can you lower the sound it's many construction workers baby so I get along with a lot of people already if you do away there me ba if you never say tell my call a declaration this is tell and you want to say, I said, only woman sitting now, we know what's the salute of his strategy. The piano, a dear partner who Papa Mahama Bay, or Mawa appointed as a minister appointee. Over there. Yes, thank you, because I am more than qualified. We are one of the few technical women in the NDC. And I'm a member of Parliament as well. Say, I'm a majority of ministers from Parliament. That's according to the Constitution. And I'm experience, working experience with me. I think I qualify for whatever position I'm also at the moment. Because time now, I am a member of board so Ghana Airport Company. Yeah, Terminal 3. And a first flight, hard flight to Mecca. Some of the runway extending aeronautical lights on the Kumasi runway. If you are any already, you did Ghana mine. And being at the helm of affairs of a community and a constituency, you know, I must say, I mean, I think that once my government is now in power, we have so much deficit in things: education, healthcare, power. 20 communities has still how many lights? For the past 8 years, MBT, infra lights in town, Sister Penny, she moved it from 55% coverage to 95% coverage. Officially, nothing has changed. And you never be accurate, which we think that this 21st century shouldn't be so. And then there were school programs there by many teachers in Shia last year. And orientation and Ghana education service, I'm also going to do my own. But I want us to be on the same page. And we have a lot of things, exciting things coming up.
yo me ko chi the time na wo say MPP you can hear eba no fia bank sim na wo so no wo sheki kakra oh say obia be a bit cautious and not careful. Let me shake it by there maybe once or twice and they normal. It was more because of the force of Jubilee House. Eternity. It wasn't because of the individual. There means so individual. I mean in the contest. But the force of Jubilee House, as I know it, coming with him. No. In Tiziano, I said David and Goliath, and David has defeated the Jubilee House, so I'm happy. Yo, mommy, yeah, the man is here. Say, I'm not going to say anything better factor or more. Not sure don't come. I'm happy with her. Yeah.
Seth, mami bisa ya mami wo ya we say mabunu ni bi akwakoto agric office no emu ana
me no ka say me no ka say onya we because no wo police one na ya kan ba na man tell because to mu e ko say e ho
Odaruma
so ya we me bisa no so oya wa na to nya we
bomodina na yenhwe ehonum no enso yo nti me da se mrepam ye besa ba ehonum bi o ebushafo Seth mante ene frede eye ensemi free ewutu Senya West ede abasabre ye call Adip Sani wo security analyst ehonum ade botime kan me ma wahaba United Television so okay ebushafo intisabre ye ba ye nkomo chichi lawyer facha me why say the ejuma ni aba sabre ye nhye political parties no now one me say the easy now okay what bomb ba so baby and that's a good thing omoye de who say nso ani so no so wahama
absolutely on
now yembeshe the general elections no say they see ekoye yen center on first the turnout okay so there were other police stations I go fail money ade was it encouraging nipa omupie ba beto aba
in Ukraine there was a lot of apathy na amanfo nyoman so meto aba amanfo nyoman so meto aba
interest bia
in fact nipa dodo na no pokra no me kai say me bo pampo say amanfo say emfa amanfo nko police stations nko to aba car free
I don't want a political party bia
there be found a political party I go to aba no
okay
because me hu ni say obeto aba no ama even the wrong person no better sense I want to cry me nyansam no
aden
better say obeto aba for a wrong person than say want to cry it's and say one to a na say bio uja abato na ma yen nyansafo na me akwakoto ama ne ekotoma wi na say ekoboni a won so wo brese de enso ye bre na bia na wo nim nyansa se nyina ni ntin nka bia nka abeto ya nka wo de no betima sesa ama nka de en fi se na nkenke wo ye no na asesa akode wo nipa nka wo no nka beto ama no na wo momu no abeda na nyina ya je nkwa tisi wa nkoto no a de nim se bia se ni person na ya de nyina ya koto ama no but nka wo nkwa aba no betima sesa ye de na etu nyina akọ nipa de nka ye fi se nko nya no eso bia na nko na nka ye maye but yen ya dwene mu no ebia ye dike susu ne se won de wonye isan se wote se ebia won firi kurom won kai kasa won som yesum wonya kokko wonya oba wo tieti adodo bia na pampa mapa abato ye kurom abato no enema bibire sani mama bosu nyina determine
some of the factors
obi beto aba ma wana won to ma nti se ye de sa adwene na hye tirima ye kwakoto ya ba no wo na nka bia nka wo de beboa ma anima bia nsa no wa nkoto nti ne nyina yakofa sodo aba abesi yeso abranke ni kwanse nke basa nti meme de me hu ni se abato ehun sunsu aso no esum bebre sin se wonto kra ebi ni sen eno na me cheche mu bi kakra wa hanum sei abato no aye koto no eye oman ni nyina ena ye dwene se ese epa obi emani si oman no ne ti se be ya sa nipa no obetimi aboye nyina ye ho ban no ahwe ye nyina ye so ye enti so wa nkoto a na se ekoto ba nipa bonini a na edi se biu asodie pa na edi abeto yeso isan se sa abato na ekoto no ena ye be kire ye daache Said you say young kai bibia kra na yen hwese about 2020 ama na kufa do ba office si ehwe bone a papa no ba ye wo ye ya sa bone said you ma haircut omu savings papa bia said you pani pa wa se ni sika nyina esanse yesika sema mampani se ni nti sa papa yi se be hwa menim so ahwe video bia wo sua ama na sen a wo de film sense ni sika ni nyina ahye sika wonya ahwe o sika da ho no wonya sika na hwe sika na ahye nga sika da ho an kitimi mane yi eso sense enhyehyɛ bɔne a ɔmampani hyehyɛ yi nti no ama sa ni pai wahwe de ɔno abra nya onya sɛ bi political party bi de ama no na sɛ obi na de abɛkyɛ no ɔno a ni fifi a wasam ɛni sika wonya nko no ɔde akoto no ahwe no ye bɛhwɛ former chief justice a ono prade o president ebusuani ankasa da bia na no da dwama wo bobna esan se ni sika ono no so wo de akosie nyina esan aban bone enti sampanifo nyina obi ahwene de na sasma yeken ma hyere na mebobo mpanifo sa edi na e affect ni pa bebre ti de make akosi ni se sa decision na ese wo taking about what no
very important.
So so
ebi mesaba osubi lawyer. Abusa for mamen call Adib Sani or your security and intelligence analyst. Adib buti menka memo akwaba.
Junior.
Bibi aboko die.
Boko ya da yakupo asi. Wotwe.
Nyame adom nso me ho ye pa menim se edru abato se ya aya na bambo ho nsem ya de bia eho ehia pa na won so wodo suko e obambo nsem yi ma membisa se ye be hyase abra ye to oba ene ya to awi asese ye twen isi anim yi sei na wusi ehu bambo nsem.
Well, the chances of election day in Takwabi, Tolong, Kaswa Honum, and some other places, and mostly after Abatuano, there were cases also, and I think at the point you relaxed your Bible, and so there were skirmishes. Then and next to the air cost was Damongo, and so you see in Abatuasem, planning by Bosemo, it has to come in 3 phases. Before, during, any after Abatuano, what security protocols do you put in place? Because while yeah, especially when there's a change in government, so the voice be maybe at the time, almost call opposition. Ebimuji toilet facilities, bungalows, almost same free, almost same, and so almost they would also want to, as it were, stage reprisals and a retaliation be of some sort, and a very dangerous man. But I think all in all, it's been good. Because we shared the SC 2020. Minya sure say nipa omu between Enura any and they would get to the number of persons that died in 2020. I think 2020 figure no 8. But on this occasion here, I think we've been able to manage it despite unfortunate incidents. Because what long it's an innocent bystander. This may say or a deaf and dumb, you know. So maybe at the time he wouldn't have heard, you know. Unfortunately, Kano and it resulted in his death. But I can say confidently, the election security task force alone,
okay, I did. Mami Mbisa say. Deployment of military officers no as along the line be one more polling centers ni bi ohonoma almost say be a echere police for na say say fire service and I say prison officers na eso a omo call for military services no would you say no so no in a way boy said they will see no compared to last 4 years to abanipa omu fe omu ehwere omu kwa ene this one and just say this particular 2024 ne de womu se bi ahwe omu kwa de but ne duduo mu no ente se last 4 years de no eno ne ka ho bi eno e play role enti na ama na nkosoro na na.
Well, yes, here lessons from 2020. I think 2020, now your command and operational deficiency be, and in some cases, communication was not so clear. But this time around, very clear. Almost see a soldier for shouldn't be at the polling station. Simple. So yeah, you can video of 2 soldiers for our police station, and in the end, they had scaffold. So you were clearly spelled out communication, because yes, it creates ambiguity, and CSI it has the potential of causing widespread disorderliness. As a result, I can see that this time command and control has been very good. Communication also has been very good. But I think generally the area best on this occasion and the level of vigilance. And Nora, NDC for Omupiki intelligence about Ebimu Omuti unregistered. And that immediately they were intercepted with traffic was damaged. Almost they retrieved, I think, a 2 million any mobile phone. So almost easy mobile phone any channel. So we call who boys, almost we national security operatives. I mean, almost free hat. And to be honest, me named Adia Omoyeha, even though they even didn't show me a card. So when I tried the level of vigilance, there was ice everywhere. Indeed, before Abatuano, that is on the Friday, who said there was a lot of attention on guest houses, any hotels, because mostly Obi the militants that consumed from elsewhere or be accommodated almost. So they had ice everywhere. So the SC or Kaswa Omuti, a soldier for no Gazi hotel B, then some police involved with any other. Same thing was happening somewhere around Tolom. Any Karga, any Yindi Honolulu. So the level of vigilance, the level of interest in ensuring the sanctity of process, I think is highly commendable, and it's an indication of the fact that your cabinet and we have also demonstrated to the international community that Ghana is one giant step ahead of the rest so far as cabinet is concerned in Africa. So I'll say, victory way and your NDC victory, David. Let's nobody make any mistake about that. Ghana, yes, victory is a victory for Africa. That yes, we are capable of managing our own affairs. We are capable of organizing a free, fair, credible election. Even though there were hiccups, especially with EC in some almost see my accreditation, civil society at the point almost see almost limited the number of media houses to 12. I think it created a lot of unnecessary tension. But in the end, the people proved that Ghana is paramount within the scheme of the politics. Ghana is the most important thing to protect, and truly they are living up to expectation.
Yansha constituencies ni bi ohonom a ye ka say candidates or more honum onimpa say wo Lucy now so say be obeji atomo na afei o mako manim no wonhwe na wakana no atom no te honum no ayi tintintinti e basa wo say na chidifo no so aye agitated together with the other side, you know, yen share the security wise, you know, a threat, MIA, and I say a war, implications, a being so.
Delay, no, Anna.
I'm talking about any easy, dear, not for now. I'm talking about constituencies, no. Also, we want a parliamentary candidate, we want what Lucy. But on person or by quickly now, or by admit it, and also by concede, so what we Lucy. Into a bassa was in the chili for no more, so I agitate no money, the others, no, not in the whole yay, not a quack of famine to me once, and I'm a person share the security wise, no, and no, so it's me, I did it's because for how a banner, a threat, am I, Anna?
Obviously, and I think largely, as a result of a day, you're very simple, like basically. As MBSC, you are in a state of denial. You still feel said, I'm dreaming. So I say. But when you have reality check, then you realize that hey, it's true, like it's happened. So it depends on their ability to stomach defeat. Ebimu cannot just stand defeat. So yes, sir, they would want to use all manner of machinations to reverse it, but on this occasion, because of vigilance, you know, and to be cosa. But Minia, largely, I think easy. Almost they would have to be more proactive with or more approach, because the more would delay with the certification of the results, it gives rise to unnecessary tension, bickering, misinformation and disinformation, and the potential of an attempt to subvert that process, which invariably results into violence. Currently, we are complaining, National EC headquarters, what is delaying the official certification of results at the very national level? What is delaying it? Meaning, fine, we are talking about figures. Why instead of 2, Uber 1. Instead of 1, Uber 3. And we wouldn't want to repeat the FC 2020 when we had 3 different results. But considering the caliber, the professional disposition of commissioners, and their industrial experience in abattoir instance, I would expect they will be more proactive than they are currently, and always more misgivings. I mean, more issues, a lot of issues with the Electoral Commission, because on some occasions, then you just see gross incompetence written all over the world. Okay, so what I'll say is, Electoral Commission going forward, no doubt about that. But a police force, a soldier force, the political party, civil society, security analysts, the media particularly, so we a concerted effort from different stakeholders. But that notwithstanding, I still think that EC, and also would have to be reset. There's a need for a total overhaul of EC HR, any number B, to make it, to improve it. So next time, science and will not be as pronounced as it was today. I'm not in any way suggesting that EC as a whole institution or more failed. It will be untrue by exposing me. If I say that EC has failed, it wouldn't show any sign of credibility in a semi-american or why are there. But there are issues that, in my opinion, they get EC reset. To making them better going forward.
Okay, Adib, me jaw mo akoba my embu nkomponhye last 4 years. Na yemfa ntoto this year ho eba ne bambom semu a obeka say this year de no akọ enimu ana say last year mum no na eno better.
last 4 years.
Sorry, last 4 years. The end better sene. This year.
Oh, this time around, obviously, indicators were up every. I mean, indicators to say the number of deaths. This time is better. Indicators and the level of impunity. Even though at this point in Suenya, impunity, especially in Tolo, but still, I think a better change last 4 years.
Okay.
But what I would propose is
and
Nipa 8 omu ya no 2020 no. Any ebimu minim currently 2 minim whether that is a final figure.
So far no the no one yatete.
Because we say telling the no back who are in a critical condition. Okay, but currently 2. Yenye ishishim to grant these families justice. But he said where following or watching and I'm picking up very disturbing information about these 4 people. Very disturbing, mean to me, because we should know a court. But I'm hopeful say I buy for or move to year or we should show me so make sure say the perpetrators are brought to book. And if there are additional perpetrators hold it to account they should stop at nothing to ensure say that is done.
Okay. Also say we say as me twato a me ma we ya no na meja amako susu say yen Ghana ma yate bambo adwumayefo omasi yi infonyini bi etwa gu sabre ya me kai pansa that time ye report abako ema yen information na se pinche bi esi ewo polling station ho na aposifo mo ho no na ebro mo so e no mo call for external forces so mo bra military officers na ba no then NDC member bi o kushi o mo say o pene emo emma emben station ho no na wo mo no mo mpanyimfo aka che o mo say ense se o mo makwan emma military officer bia get closer to baby a wo mo no Sani mpapef wa unim se soja ni kita omu kita tuo ena nkofo ni wo mo preso nyasam kitu PM military officer ba ko share war home eventually what's nas just a whole lot at that time no krompo no we echo mo ma warning shot ema home popoye no kraka abrantia ba we see am no kase mfonyi no ko etwagu is it advisable so we need security officer ebetimi enya such confrontation to the tangent say okita weapon that ye no moving forward efuto be na wo de be mai?
Well, I think communication also now there was some small glitch be the fact that almost soldiers should not be at police station and if there is a situation at hand and a police force invite or to member I think you observers we either ECOWAS and AU observers but back to the issue. You see, Minion, the thing is next time let the people understand say if there is a situation at hand a police for they are overwhelmed that they can call for backup because I know I call a number of police stations a police for a multi-stage so sometimes things can get violent and yes sir I'm moving for a police for or moving for a soldier for so under such circumstances I'm moving to me but they are extremely dangerous say how on earth you can struggle with an armed soldier because you are there for accidental discharge. Exactly. Because at that point, I'm moving. In Ghana, I see cocking, but the right word is chambering. Or more chamber, with the bullets, no share magazine, with the share it will no, end to unless you cock it, no, and I see chamber. So who cock then that bullet, no, a free magazine, no, they would enter the chamber. After at this time, trigger look at crazy, it will fire off. So in the heat of the movement, you know, this gun can go off, and the unfortunate thing is Ebet Miyako will be someone who has nothing to do with what is going on. A dangerous move, Minia, and I was shocked. Say, Nipa no Mujina share the Ekosono. And I would run away as far away as I can from the scene. So they are very dangerous move, and I would please, this Asia follow due process. Not a police for and there were hotlines. Be over to me after. You said this. Yes, we have soldiers here. What is their badge number? Over to me, any ID. But for you to confront, it was very dangerous, very irresponsible, to say the least. And it would have been a very senseless, unnecessary death.
Yensha, apart from say, ebi so wo hono ma bambo adwuma yefo nankasa no anase yeba security officers no so a wonhwe no matwa mo hono mo so wo mo no omo boye ho ban no omo no so okun wo mo no so ekun nti eba santi signal ben no mo sende de amaye eno no so no healthy na dey na wo be ka che wo wo she be a police ni na military officer no omo ko esi amfonyi na yetwagu ye chese ka to nanka omo de ayom.
Well, and mostly is as a result of the lack of coordination and communication. Because Obiati Asia, whose responsibility is what? What do you do under this circumstance? At what point does my responsibility start? At what point does it end for another person's responsibility to start? So we a clear cutter. There's a clear understanding. You have to say organizational structure. Only a properly defined structure is always a recipe for unnecessary conflicts. Okay, so as sister, you're bound to have such issues. But even though maybe the system would create that atmosphere for confusion to happen, I would expect as security officers, Omuno should know better. De-escalation is extremely critical, Minia. But over here, buga no, it sends very negative signals to the civilian population. Because only Ghanaians here die before. I remember recently me call bank. Let you or police view or everybody in the queue. Exactly. And the security officers are very respected. So sometimes me who Bamboni or yet I go like, oh God, dragging the whole institution into disrepute. So I would expect in as much as you show how to aim and shoot and how to defend yourself and arrest criminals, no. Yen taking another softer look at the issue of de-escalation in certain situations and how to relate with general population. Sometimes young boys, that newfound power, sometimes almost flex,
Yeah, exactly.
Because we share the senior officers, they beat it because we tried some time ago. Many papa we know brigadier general or brigadier general airport. Unfortunately, blocky Ovika Kakribi, and when we came out, the person was fuming. Or the attempt. So at the point I got angry. Now soldier on share uniform. No, see, Mr. Sani, don't be angry. You let him take his trouble away. But Uncle, small boys way. But I mean that's how it's supposed to be. The power of de-escalation. Police being informed by very top people. I'm sure say Upai or Mwasuma, they will turn the other side for you to slap. You see, so let's teach these small boys, and girls, to understand say they are there to service the people, they are there to serve them, and not the other way around.
Okay, that's a power for the education. And me pamuni ebesa ba ohona yasan twetwen enkomo bio. Okay, we saw for Deep Sunny, a security and intelligence analyst, and then na twetwen enkomo age na dwenche ene said we see hu about to fa bambo hu nsemo a said the nyema siko pa na ba bia me sisi so bio di ama ene se misrem se wu hu se usini eye Austrani, fire service ni, prison officer. Na pa ukite tune. Ode sa de assembly bia no. Ye de ano na eka. Enye bufu so ni kin je ni panikite tu. Na wona na struggle. Na de yem panisia na wo kan say. Misre ene me bi wo hono ma sebi muma yen dwene hu mienu. Mama akoma no mom ene abufu no en override yen sebi ya dwen eba na sa emwa ahwe ya ne de oyene eba beba nti nyina yen hye ne so sa emfama yeguso a ewo studio ha sei yesa ba beto yen komo bonus na de e me den say me guest wa ha sei lawyer otemasi yi pa dika ka chene ya ne akotwe komo kakra na yasan aba Ghana mpuntu ne Ghana ye yonti e na ye kan sei lawyer me kai wo kasi so say nkofo evuti ye out of apathy na to the tangent that company were even willing to, offer.
Not willing, I did actually.
Oh, you did?
I did.
Offered people vehicle, air convey or more polling stations, to vote. I mean, besides, come say, I had no interest being a certain political party. Okay, so if I know, yes, specifically said we are not say we'll be at me for.
Of course.
But then I will share so party be supporting.
Oh, there, obey with the hope say. The Ottoman no and no be able to amano na nso so ka so be o de no mum na ebe boa wan hwe a wan unyo bi kwa nkoto aba ne of course wo de an say mutim pon se nka de obetem bia no nko yu bia
o wafa
de sanin ba se de medical ka no e ka memen kwa me de a se won to pa de ene memo akwa akoto no akoto agentim so on to pa there meaning say mechanism no best sound a bit naive to the politician because for the politician there so what 20 and pa there nkanto but me who ni say eno no of course the ono be lusu and also be winning the ono no sa no be fa no ni mo me a me hwe o man kan ko ne o man ye no there me hwe ni sa it sounds minim pa se de me to ma no wona bi obeboa bas medical actually say but e bia na enya sa se bio 2016 ye koto aba me gidi se so ya anye bia kra ni say the numbers are ba ye motoma na ku fado ide pamo JM free officer e ka asema ye nyina bitima kan si dia se Ghana for the ebufu ene wo yawo ene koto aba yi JM free honom intino se wo de no kra hwe na se ni obitima ka pa se ene se sa na de koto ye dia se nka sankofo yinko mu nyina anko ankoto a nke bia na nki yankonya kufuado nki yankonya kufuado nke nenke eti anki be so gwe yem papa se ye ka president bi anko oba na mencha de oba enye hu ni akosie nti yapamo mu ni ne se yapamo nti ye na nyame ase nti
we dey clearly so watch the baby ugina
oh match baby am to maba ba mencha baby am gina watch the me mfa ho kra
watch baby a to aba sesen
kwan me fa so to maba any baby am de me to ma no eno so de nya de me fa ho izan se meti magia tum se de obekan bia no Ghana de he opa kan wasem se de obekan bia wotie mi giri se ya ka so ne be ka to so wo MPP ade che be ka to so wo NDC so wotie omo bia mane se wo dom party we na se party nti no de sanse no de se bi party mu bia nhu a omo ye kan ze bukra akida nti se me ufite me dom party bia me fa ho na me nsuru ho mepe but me sam de me kan se ne se me kan no na meka akan se be ya o man mu be koso ne nye ne wo dwene de untimi ense se obi adwene mfa ho de obetima ye ne obetima ya aboa wa ho ene aboa wo man nti yɛhwɛ ne saa na yɛn forget the obi badwene ne onwene nti odo me ka na me ka sɛ abato no ho hia nti si yɛn record low turnout a ɛsɛ high na ɛsɛ man high megitum sɛ ampa ebi o ha bi a yare nti wontimi nkoto obi o so abi wo tukwan obi o kra bi a ofie kra so wala ne dodo mu no na ɛsɛ ohun sɛ dodo no ɛyɛ bufu ɛne ahisem ebufu ne ahisem no ɛne ma dodo no ɛba de ma ne ba ne sa ne sɛ obi o ha wagye atum sɛ otuma party a emfaso bi enu obinya free so otuma bi so onya emfaso bi en free so ene ne onam to kra enti eno no sa dodo na no de ho ne free ba obi so mo ho mo so de ne se so obeto pa na wo bokwa ye de ene utua ne ka ansa na obeto ato enti ne se ne se tekukura na obeje free hu se ma ansa na akwakoto ba na obeje ansa na akoto na ba se ni pay omo bie ni ho a memeti emetimi ebu omufo me de megitum say the obia decision bia oteki bia de nemom enko ba say decision no enko say o man no enko decision a edi nyina ye beko enim me de me policy no se nyina beko enim nko ade because the collective good ehia sen dia kenyina ba kofo ye de ye de say o man so udibi na me dibi ni edibi a yina
yes sir say the DJ any muna ne nam
obi no be muna woni tirim de ehu ene obi a nanim ho no muna woni tirim nanim ho so no muna woni tirim say nipa no
ne susu ye nyina woni tirim
thank you
okay ye hwe eye sabri ye ne eye security analyst akasa the edikan so beginning ne kwa na ye call eye electoral commission delay no is there a problem I bet me the problem no make as so say yeni a ye hwe ni mu say wo de ebeba no say de NDC national chairman kan ye no say agitation will turn into jubilation ama wo munti wo mbra bonten number and be declare per security wise no say delay say ya ebet me e de o how be abana
say ye to aba me kan ka say information flow is very important sa delay aye from a total delay enti emma emwa o kwan bebre so nemmum se ye hwe ne aka no kre wo mu pa de a this particular time e wo mu die sa delay no ni kwan se de o how bia ba generally the delay de emfa so ma abatum esanse nipa no tona so onim ne ekwa e ma adwenbone ne badi trim but this time de ye nyina parties ni nyina ni bia kwa wie ama empo sebio candidate no afre the opposing candidate abona baso agi atum se wodi nkugu enti the ono so wodi nkunim no so agi atum se wodi nkunim enti se yetima kodu sam pempenso na no krese emfa emma electoral commission de no wodi ba no just a formality apart from formality no so of course any official enti na ma ebo ama bibia to din but wodi no eto nchen a na say yebetima kan si pise delay way pa de nka eni kwan se ede o how bebri ebre nemum delay generally there emwa in about to sense the more you keep the information hidden on the more na nipa no anxiety very anxiety in the general populace it is anxiety so cause na nipa no na afa no obi apa answers se bi obi apa so hu ne ekro it is wonya ne ekra wan hwe a say ade e wo na yesi wotimi di bankum ana nifa je but we de enimu enya odia enti wan hwe na afa nipa no wo de ahomte ne sa anxiety ni de keke na afa na wan say of the force and ebe fam because dear pa na wo ye na se bi o say dan a wo hyemu no ntimi nya anti entimi say awo kra ankasa menke bi anko awo di se wonya nwo dia na esi hu ne ekoso wa enti se bi o abato na ho awo na de ba na ntimi ma abonten enne ma amanfo epu ko eden a na electoral commissioner e wo mu a wo ye na adwuma no ti so ahwa baby a delay ekoso bi asesi a ye no kase se wo ne ye ne on penifo kase obia no we have to say there was mass of people the premises of a collation centers no because omo here answers it is answers na ma the ones have ebu edan ni akodan ni ho no
abe roma hwede ekoso
because obia person hu de ekọ obia ni opekro no ati na de ma en sa ne ma nyina ebe because nipa no ni answers ne dada nti ono no kra no ono ti abonten no kra ni mansa na oni mienti a wo kuta official information person de beba nti se obu aba ho no obu dani aba ho a na e wo no akoso is say card information ma na nko obi anyina ho se bi obi enu opeso da abonten obi enu na adwene mu kan anti opeso ne de ne fa ne se obehwe se electoral commissioner wo te dem na o mfa abato ne o mfa ehun tunsaso ma obi enu ene fe de ne fe ne se nka wie no wa na nso se ese okoje na ni anu akoje ne ye kan ni je asem na me kan sisu se mesre enije mroso no eno so hun sunsuaso no tole bia na eya abro oye ne sebio nsema ana afibia no enije mroso no e de nsemba saa susu na sebio atwetwe no susu de nsemba atwetwe no e de nsemba saa na enije mroso no susu de nsemba nti me ye kan na me ka na masrese sesi ya de nyina nim se MPP for lusu and NDC for win both presidential and parliamentary na nti na me ka directly to the face of the MPP for no NDC for no se obia enya ahweye the person jubilate no wanyi nani nemum wanhweye na nkobroso obaso osere yenko a saa na ti abato bia se bi nkum nipa betima asere nemum wo sire nipa na so wo twe no ho a jama ne nko because atwetwe e de ani breba so de ebufu de nam ebufu ba wa hwe na obi akoma ne nsa so obi akoma aba so obi akoma memi so opiawa na wokopra akwa nti ye kan nyina no ne enka kai ho se ampa ye nyina e yo man ye intra se biu enye bibi fufuro bi e nti wo bibi fufuro bi wo eta e wo wadwim se enu nti na wo ye de wo ye na
okay
no akai se bibia no e wa hyase wo na wiye enne na bi NDC for MPP for elusu ama NDC for awe na china betima adane
okay your lawyer mesa about so busi for sabre ye call electoral commission wo mo asye na omo ye press conference yen kone ko fe baba sisia
national and local observer missions, citizens of Ghana, our media partners, a good afternoon to you and a warm welcome to the National Collation Center at the headquarters of the Electoral Commission. This afternoon, my mission here is very simple. It is to update you on the results that we are expecting at the National Collation Center. You would all agree with me that it's been 23 hours since the end of the polls on the 7th of December. That is yesterday, the 7th of December 2024. And it's been 23 hours since the close of the 2024 general election. As you may be aware, the Commission has put in place a robust mechanism to receive the results from the Regional Collation Center. By convention, we have been able to declare results within 72 hours after the close of polls. The Commission, however, broke that record in 2020 and was able to declare the results in 48 hours. However, 23 hours following the close of polls, we have received requests and some questions from the general public as to when to expect the results. I'm happy to announce that the results have come in from the Ahafo region, and we are expecting that from here on we'll start seeing the results coming in. We thought that it's important to update our citizenry on the process for the collation of results as it pertains to our CI 127. Because the questions that we have received from the citizens is that, oh, the political parties have results and they have the pink sheets from, the polling stations. And indeed, it is true that all the political parties are giving copies of the results at the polling station level. I think this heightens the level of transparency. But under the CI 127, we also have a process for the collation of the results, and it does not stop at the polling station. It does not stop at the receipt of pink sheets from the polling stations. Ours is quite an elaborate process that involves the political party agents at every step of the way. Additionally, it involves the observers, the media, and citizens as well. And the process emanates from the pink sheets, and it's important to note that the pink sheets form the basis of the results that are announced, whether it is at the constituency level for parliamentary candidates or whether it is at the national level for presidential candidates. But it starts and emanates from the pink sheets at the polling station. Once the results are counted at the polling station and parties are satisfied with the count of the ballot papers, they then go on to fill out the pink sheets, after which party agents sign on to these pink sheets and are provided with copies. As you may be aware, a copy of those pink sheets are posted at every polling station across the country. From there, the pink sheets are sent to the Constituency Collation Center, where you have the agents of the parties as well. And right at the collation center, no counting is done. What is done is simply to collate the results from the pink sheets, and this is done at the Constituency Collation Center. It is done in the presence of the agents of the parties and observers and media partners. And once parties are satisfied, they go on to sign the collation forms provided at the Constituency Collation Center. They are also given copies of these. And a copy is also pasted at the Constituency Collation Center. From the Constituency Collation Center, the results travel to the region, where party agents are also present. Again, this is not a counting process. As I mentioned, the pink sheets form the basis of the results that are announced and the results that are collated. But the results from the constituency are also collated at the regional level. Once parties are satisfied, the regional results collation forms and the summary forms are filled, and the parties sign on to these, and they are given copies of these forms. It is at this level that the results are then faxed to the head office, that is at the National Collation Center. Again, the results come through fax, and it is done in the full glare of the party agents who receive the fax, and they review it against what they may have received from their respective parties. If they are happy and it conforms to what they have received, they then endorse it. After endorsement, the results are projected and as provisional results. Those provisional results are brought to the commission, and we scrutinize it. And as the returning officer for the presidential, I go on to sign this. I'd like to ask that citizens exercise patience. It's just been 23 hours since the close of polls. The process is elaborate, it is inclusive, it involves the political parties and observers at every step. And the whole idea is to ensure that what comes up at the end of the day has involved, it's a bottom-up approach that has involved all the agents at all levels. And at the end of the day, what comes up is acceptable by all the candidates and their supporters and the citizens as well. So this is the elaborate process we have. And we thought that this afternoon it was important to allay the fears and the anxieties of citizens. The Commission is going to intend and will uphold the will of the people as expressed at the polls, and that will is what has been captured on the pink sheets. However, it's important that we exercise patience, we take our time, and we are very thorough in producing the results at the national level. As we speak, we have had results coming from Ahafo, and we are expecting more results coming in the next few hours. We are trusting, we believe that within 72 hours, and this has been the norm, we should be able to declare the results of the presidential election. As I indicated, we broke that record in 2020 and declared it in 48 hours. But we do have 72 hours within which to declare the presidential results. Of course, if all the results come in the next hour and we review them, we would not wait until 72 hours or 48 hours before we do so. It's important to mention also that the delays in some of the collation centers has resulted from the besieging of our centers by supporters of the parties. In the anxiety and in the excitement, some supporters of political parties have besieged our collation offices, making it difficult in some cases for our officers to carry out their functions. We have spoken directly with the leadership of the political parties, and we've asked them to recall their supporters. We believe that this should be done, and our supporters, our staff should have an unhindered access and the free space to collate the results. So as I mentioned, we are looking forward to seeing the results. Of course, in cases where it's impossible to collate results for a particular constituency, where it would not affect the outcome, and where the winner would still emerge winner with at least 50% plus one, the decision has been taken by the Commission to proceed with those results, even if we don't have certain constituencies as part of the final results. Once we come up with the final results, we would look at that and include it. But in order not to waste time where there's some difficulty to collate constituency results, we will proceed to collate the presidential results without it, and so long as it does not affect the outcome of the final result. So we'd like to thank you very much for your attention, and we believe that in the next few hours we should be receiving some of the results. As I indicated, we have received the results from the Ahafo region, and we believe that the others would be coming soon. Before I end, I'd like to assure you, I think the Commission has walked the walk of transparency. We have walked the walk of accountability. We have walked the walk of responsiveness, and we have walked the walk of inclusiveness. And this has been evident from the very start of our electoral calendar, that is in the preparation of the voters' register to date. I think that the evidence is clear. The matter speaks for itself, as my colleagues in law would state. And the transparent manner in which we have conducted ourselves has ensured that this election has been peaceful, it has been credible, it has been fair, and it has been acceptable by all stakeholders. So we'd like to assure you and assure all the people of Ghana that it is the will of the people as expressed at the polls that has been reflected on the pink sheets that will travel from the polling station to the constituency, to the region, and to the National Collation Center that would be declared at the end of the day. It is the people's choice. As President of the Republic of Ghana, that would be announced, and we believe, so help us God. So on behalf of the Commission, we thank you very much for your time. We believe that in the next few hours, we are hopeful that the results will start trickling in. And if it becomes necessary to hold another press conference, we will do so. But to the citizens of Ghana, we ask that you exercise some patience. So transparent has been the process, and I believe that, I think right from the first few hours after the opening of the polls to date, we have held, this is the 8th press conference that we have held as part of the 2024 election. Indeed, prior to this time, the Commission held only one press briefing, and that was when the results were going to be announced. We believe that even in the next couple of hours, you would walk with us, you would journey with us on the journey of transparency, accountability, responsiveness, and inclusiveness as we receive the results that will come in from the regions. We assure the citizens that we will work hard in their interests as our key stakeholders to ensure that every vote that is cast at the polling station counts. Well, thank you so much for your attention this afternoon, and may God bless our homeland, Ghana, and make his beloved nation great and strong. Thank you very much.
Okay, obviously for now is somewhere a free EC for or more akache and EC chairperson what they actually no Mami Jane wakani na mami moni nyina atofa emfa emma ashafo mo hye edi kan no wochia Ghana man nyina na etoso what they asumdue nam sesabri woni edi ehia enye bonemu na nsem bia ba betodwa na opese wo address na obi akoma eto ne yam ewo eho na ene se wo monyinya few calls and concerns say political parties no se wo monyinya figures and as a result na adenti na wo mabonten na wombe ebobo je ho no se debi embra no emma kwan sai wo mu se political parties na nyinya de na nso wo mo maka chene de so mutimi to wo bo ase na dwumade na mo die no enya ba akofo adeye involve political parties ni other stakeholders was it include nipa bebre no mo ka ho na steps it's a process we fi ba ko no akomienu ba ko no free so what the political parties and representatives ni nyina o so okay say na ya nyina ya gina to mo free wa na wo ko wanim saa anything it was say obia mana koma ento ne yam na sede omode pepepe yo ene sede esi hu omumu ehu se we die no krotrodo sede esi kono sa pepepe ne sa arehemu na no pese obibia Ghana ni bia enya ewo mu afi so enya de se wo mo makoto abo omobe sebi ebe wisti eye vote bia account enti so mutimi make sure say de wato aba dodro bia se de city bia na sa pepepe se de course e polling stations no sa pepepe na because na sa bre ya one ye ka say de afi no ma start o mo receive results no from polling stations collation centers no na sa be o kan o kasi su mi no say ahafo ano anasa ahafo region and o ma start e receive e bi no mo hwe ni mo ase dodro na ebeba na bo sa dodro no bemu na said the kana say ban of presidential na as a second candidate no wonya 50+1 say edru ne sana sa other constituencies ni bi crampo no enya meka no mo hye na enya effect bebre o beba na o mo de aba betuja na o ma ye declaration no sa pepepe na omo ebeye no nti obi anka na koma emfa ento ne yem na this is about the 8th time omo ne semchofo ababedi ehia omo start here about 2024 years start about mu enra besisa abri no ne bibie ni ahwede no maba ene semchofo ababedi ehia na omo hye ni mu ana ideally no within 72 hours na with the declaration about the last 4 years and omo break his record na about 42 or 43 hours na omo saka bibia na omo ba bonten e be declare nti said the enya 72 ne do bia nka na koma ento ne no hwe animu na efisa abre ya kono so omo saka bibia no mkeke bibia bom na niema akose de omo pe na ombesan aba na omo ne yen aba be kasa nti na ye mami Jane Mensa asemo a wode to no. Yeah, back to the studio. Mene lawyer Justice Abdullahi and I yechiche enkomo. Now would you this asama ye mame nsonchofo hye mo sisi wayi in the way no amaya you relieved ama parties ahodo no omo chitafo especially the susu say wodi enkolim sese na ye ndisi amayoko no de abotoye mu bi abana.
Oh David kra ensesa bibia sa na Mum so because I dance on Casacra, but since Bibia, I mean, so you ask a press conference or contest, and on the emphasis be any and also. Electoral Commissioner Wojuma, a CDA, Russian and says so. Inti won't mean can say, yeah, Debia no to about nan so na or de abato no, who's also beto Ghana for any. Inti wono, this nan sanaba, and I say, unya, bato no. Results na before na sana be do dia or beba na no afi etwa mu no abato etu etwa mu no na nu no den hunsun so bai mu bie nhu a sheda to asum sa esan se medical ka se bi usen ke no de ke kura na nka wo twra e na nka twra 9 times na 8 times nka sam ready kan ye bia no kwa pass nti me nasma make make manugu so make am se ya to abache esi esua ni mafrim it me improve Niema. It me quenim. If in less than 10 hours, political parties, you know, Majia to say about one or results, no, the wedding could go, Ajatum so didn't good, wedding could Majiatum so didn't Kunima. Now, electoral commission, woman can SOD or Monim kind. It's answer, oh dear, oh, in Fidiani BBI, so one hour results no crown now the momo. Now, all the results in the moment, oh, Momuno. Say won't mean anyway. Not the other old man on no maybe I mean say sans mo dear ebianka o share class 1 for na catch man ke bianka be ya nemu yen kan sans mo nchire mpanifo say o catch them say I wo de no say ehwehwemu bebre o mo say o ya enti na person chem say o mo na o mo no ye adwuma na political party no mo no nya hwehwemu bia why pa no beti ni sika ase na da age so okoye elections na sa o elections no wonya daje emfa nye nhwemu ansa na wakoje atum se odi nkugu na se odi nkunim obi no be sa sabio obi ni wonpe mampani akonya no obi ni wonpe obi ape nti se nipa ne betima aba in less than 10 hours aba abaje atum se odi nkugu na odi nkunima na ejina efri because why ni nhwemu nyina ewi nti wo electoral commission want me nyina na elaborate process na niema be ho ayese sa niema ni ntimi nya ntimi declare no de no krani ntimi convince me man nye na se de medical kana yes obekasa dance won kasa kra
okay yen free has saying so jin di say ye ba beto abane say na say yema yen twen komo se bi aben na yakase ye nifa so si ya abani say yes result a delay. Don't you think say education and so a koso emma parties near the citizenry nyina say before a electoral commission or even also benya results and on collate no it go through a lot of process from polling centers, collation centers, constituencies before answer na original na fi akwako drew ono so e wono we nyina ya de a e wanti se me droniam ayomayoko bi na se empo no akoba se me no ma hye me baabi akoliti me figures ehu se me di animo na se isi me kan ya me hunu se enye se bi me fiti ya na me nya ne se in as much as wono wanya no polling center wono per the east ne de enye from polling center wono straight aba headquarters wo a go through certain process and sana a drew on no nyanta say wait in the banner kwano no say oh okay and I'm kwamuti nyanto was na bedru odo metwase bebre na entina medical ka say emfa edika mame enkansi so dia say sa in free polling station to collation center to regional center to head office no enim na bia mu electoral commissioner na wa hyehyɛ ne hyehyɛ sa so person ene sa enyo bi na ahye no enyo bi na ahye no omo ye independent body enyo bi na ahye ne so omo bi sa once but once for the purpose of education no lawyer enem bi wa yente asese omo eye adwumaku a omo egina brane odi omo ho a omo the measures be put in place over the years and no maya eboa and also a part of transparency. And so says ye kase ye ignore no kwana because enimre munintino and to be on bypass not just from maybe polling station one straight to headquarters out. Don't you think say no so bit me creating another problem?
Ka unya butema me come in say me and kebi and ka utemasi now the momento of matter assessment no momento aso e to so bi emre bi enu a hye se e so ye to ba wi a e so hwen nansa na nansa so ansa na ya bobo aba no nti sanse mi na maken ye me kan se ennemrim no ba bi ewiase akoduru no se electoral commissioner person o yes na e wo kan impo a ono ana ahyehya wono ana dia to no ho so se o person o ne sa se be e bia obi ntimi emfa kwati kwan bi so na onfa abato a enya abato no emre enya results na emre no ntino ono ana ahyehya sanjewe a ennemrim no obetimi enya sa transmission no from polling station to the collation center no in less than 5 minutes obetimi enya se tosubiem kase constituency no se nya se bia ofri 5 hours drive interval emu bia no abro so kra bia be 30 minutes se wo so wo faka ebi mo hokra baby depending on baby a police station kra won kra no ebi a obetimi anante bukra e de akọ baby a collation center wo enti we nya de bia ya de nwanwa bia me ka we na me sa ja tum se ampa ebi okonkra se ne bi dia ana ekwan ne bi emu wa ebi okra from ekro to kro bi kra no ebi kra na ekwan kra papa bi anche de ni ho eno so mete ase but eno so ntina hu be hia se bi enne baby ewi ase akoduru no your phones your internet your computers your laptops ani na electoral commission ni na ya adwuma so this ani na ya adwuma masama make am say adentina untimi mfa sa pink sheet nke ye ready a untimi mfa sa kwan na so na onfa entrance meeting na wasa wo twen se nipa no de hard copies na nkasa beba no na sa information dey kan ba hodada eno no ekate time no so bebre enti se kenipa no se be sa 30 minutes aye kan se 1 hour kra nanka e do be free baby a ye to aba no to the collation center aba numbers ni be can do in less than 5 minutes with a scan copy of the pink sheet original scan copy and so kwaso be we a enya dey kra because of say easier to say ebia so na a friend saying PO police particular police station ebia or a dedicated number and there's a dedicated number at the collation center wonko number no ubetimi kra ye kra say wonko number no kwa na bitima sene eniama aba hono this any obi ahake de ene so de wontimi find no cancer mi say hake so de ewiase ba bia no bi ni ho baby ebi ho nti wo de enso be put in place appropriate measures and also kra so ntina nipa no so won sene se soft copy na wo sene ba or the hard copy no so ba be kan ho oba bit my verification say bia se bibi ntina se soft copies na ba because soft copies na bit ma ba in less than 5 minutes after counting won sabit make bibia in record time it is on sabit make we nyina in record time say college center for nsa kan we na so mu declare and then ebia so bi edi ho achinya na so mu compare with the hard copy na say corrections bi ma instantly mu my bibia ho say no twema from collation center to the regional center it the same hours and crowd there unlike collation center now no be delay with about 50 polling stations 100 polling stations from collation center to regional crowd there just one pink sheet per echo the whole region say be the Ashanti region almost kese 47 seats the one my just 47 sheets no more delay with unlike collation center be no be delay with about 100 or more or a little less eti eno no from regional no ekitu be just about 40 say ko stream ne oti ne hwan kwade e bi okra 9 10 15 eti in less than 10 minutes obetimenya the entire results of the whole country so also o ni kra kan sama we wanna obetimenya everything upon after declaration enya de nwanwa e binsi da eti se me kase esi etimi improve esi etimi fa kwan bi so ne etimi ma numbers no eba ntama na nsema America akosi ni na nya se da bia je so twen manual nti se ye twen na se bi onyankopon fa sama ni pa ode ade be nti onya se de ntokwan ana se ebia bi ebu atokwan mu ho no na se nti ontimi ma nti na sa aba na ebe bo na se embo na no sa no nti na hwan pa na ebo hwan se bibi nti ni pa nti ma na se abato ne ne se eja ato ana asesan bibi atimi si owiase bibi betimi si nipa ne kwan abro ntimi ma na yete ya na amachi obi frey obi in fact some of the constituencies I think Sablik most be that's about 11 p.m. I feel no dey ono ne ko friends polling station dey after no dey by collation center adan ya o si ne emu kan no Into ono no kofi no kodai ono ebi no dai afi no asore ode ba saa asem we beka ne sen wo bekire mu se na yi 11 pm no ono ne yema koka no ampa so enipa ne yem tibi ka no ma yi into akoda nanso sen ka o ma na kwan se o bia wo dedicated number on sene saa de enko hono ma nke bia nka ne yemu ka no mpokra no so whether genuine or otherwise nko timi sene ade no koi ema nka numbers ne insert me ka ntinka saa 11 pm na nko de ba no nko bank e bia confirmation keke jinken seconds information no less than because you to ba ni 5 pm acha 8 pm no bia aka ni de ewi acha kra 8 pm enti ye kasa na ya no guso ye kana no obi susu kra na afi kra na ono so de ode ne de kra eba enti onu ode kodu ono kra na afi de omo ho no omo be hra de fo ne pulling agent no omo so mpene mo mfa nwure emo bo en fa wotete pink sheet ballot box ni ade nyina adan of course they making 7 hours after election I na wo de wo de meba na sebio say o pull where you know coalition center say one crime and now free stream kwa na nke ba kra ntinka na nka medu ye after 7 hours 8 hours
no hu ne say official na
mpacho wo hu ne say
me said no me hu ne say the work can no as the na you say the da ikoso ya ne pitiri e ya oba be do
no yam kan no de yam ko no de 7 hours ba ko de about 8-9 hours
and I make sure no say at the
end of the day and no we mu de no so de nanso eni kwan se nke simple sansa mayeke eni kwan se nke esi because there were just about 3 or 4 such stories and no ahmachim and eni kwan se esi oba bia but so we see na mesa akan sisu beam say we can put in place measures sanima nyina eni kwan se esi so say wona we so dedicated numbers ya make Kenya so bia regional friends saying so coalition center depending on honom no esi obi answer ne de nkoma no on say WhatsApp na be issue say moa isi na akra be develop no an app say ne on website mbukra na wa so ne obi answer ne nko in less than an hour when information be does bia intimi scanning send nko in less than an hour e bibia betima ko na afi hard copies no na backup sabi o minya ICT specialist but menyi ni say asema make into asumu obi a
almost send a soft copy no kwa na de kita no no
hard copy no backup wo de aba later
ya compare
yeah they compare we menyi ni say sad way nwanwa ya ade bia e bi nsi da bia bro so bi and I say this because ya ja to me say ye nyusu electronic voting e wo krum hanom say de ntia me make we nyina no because electronic voting there nke to we na wo to we na no ya kan we wo to we na ya kan we but ye political parties we Ghana na ja to me so mo pay electronic voting
manual
because of chrono itimikom because we bet ma haki say easily enti yes ye mpe no ya ti ase
America for the no mo hake
asema bibisa wa bia ni senti dia pa na owi ase enti enkwan enti bia bia enkwan de bia na enye
nje ehundi
nti unyi hunni ade we de mesi menyusu form system bia WhatsApp de o to set den o pekra mo isifo na mo create mo platform o pekra ne de kra o kra no mo create mo WhatsApp platform ana say bia mo platform bia say Telegram mo say all these social media na mo kra mo create mo software bia obia uwe ya no asene wade abetum nti obia ni tua woni tua ona tua oba bia tua na say na ba ye nyina obia hu obia wasene de bia hu nti wo a won sene wo de no question mark wa kra no kra wo trim kra bebu afo say na de na nko ya wa kan wo de wi na ntimi sene maye at least there will be easy question marks and easy answers would flow. It is nyame boana se brebre be dura hard copies no e da so honom enyira ye nka se to twene echinye bama ya fre se echinye mam kura na se o de ye nsa ka soft copy no ntini announce provisional soft copy ye twen hard copy no for verification and confirmation hard copies no ba ye se a confirm asem to atwa Mr. nsema make munye he eni ntimi nya
do who say in a way per this process a delay a final results ni ade no do we have a long way to go? And I say we say next, you think say a bit moving forward, maybe the next 4 years, and Harrison.
No, Cranny, with the kind of system I are operating for this 32 years in a year, me need GDBA say I have been services. Yeah, have been services and BBA because say they see to Abba, and say Abba say the biometric verification album. And of course, you shall say from 92, Samuel and ID card no, na BBA so. You call 96 near see when you thumb print about so. So you be thumb print where don't have anyone who say or no. But you call 2000 years so the benny for picture and so and no black and white. You about 2004 they couldn't even know so it's a colored picture. And I see about colored picture. Now if the friends and barcode say a QR code as I can home for verification. So also here with the ID card system media improvement on continuously there's consistent improvement and about verification so Sabia Giant Kobase police station Marco in Canipa 1,000 also a better than we nipa 5,000 to abano into the booklet about ubia din picture and ubia age ubia and the Sunday biometric verification so about into me must Baco bedos was a Baco se bibi into a manual no a book no dear no also say in fact I put the book no cry picture no cry to us yes checklist a sanda hodoma ubia parties no ubia nipa to aba ya market nipa ba kwa ba paminu aba obenten aba simesi aba ni market ni nyina enti there are about 3 or 4 systems in place at the polling station ni nyina no is to ensure say yenya overvoting and in fact yenya if you want to call it so and I say yenya nipa dodo na omunu din register so honom no emro abato na ebeto no ho enti e cheke honom no nemum ne en cheke ne say en check ma yenhu sabio say e meant me kan aba in 10 terms say dey see pen no abato na kenkan no e still manual. It is a train na say ye kenkan na no say enfema din bi fa na say be sisa abato ni na kwa ya boka abato na etu ni na edwuma hunu say nsuo to na say sabio sa polling station o manya ba bi amfa omutira nkohye amfa ballot box ya nkohye ho a ese na ekahunu ni abo enti ena yen hye ni sabio isi na new offices bia o polling station bia ye ka say polling station bia na high isi no the office ye sabio dodo na no amanfo school amanfo fie kwan ho obi ewo ho ena ye de polling station ko obi store anim na ye akwa polling station it be bia to me see at the point of voting and answer after the voting or even during the voting processes bia bit messy I bit must say the entire processes and until na tamanke ye de biometric no friends the electronic voting ba no nanka ebeboa bateja o ya so ya
eno de obeka say yemfa so mo ne mbo AEC and the political parties no and I'm more comfortable because at the end of the day no whatever decision be easy no e be taken is of the interest of yen what you say and yen so yen mu bi no so na e party A and e party B and it's a party B kase there be you're comfortable we think say you drew on was saying to me for some morning kobo electoral commission
be and then so electoral commission na wona yama South Sudan no say hwe ni ento aba abato na ya to no asudi be miensa credibility transparency and the trust in the system wona e South Sudan ama
nti maybe electronic voting ni asudi ni bia na
enya asudi in fact ni nyina aka asudi no e san say electronic voting no in fact it's always a problem say we mean sakura at a go me nkasa chinchine a yenko no e san say electoral commission say we won so we kan no say bi onya adwuma na in isolation what nipa bi mu na e adwuma no enti say nipa na interest na e because e bi a system na na person deploy no e bi na system no munyi ni enti o munti interest system na dia no mo so mo mpene e ma ye emphasize system no ko adwuma because say be kwakoto aba na wo see enfa electronic voting nkoto aba na ebeto awie na abato aminim se madi nkunim na yesi madi nkugu de enyeye enya de se mepene so nka ba nkenya saade a nka yenko print ballot sheet yenko ye ho anwan na we din amaso na we din achia na we nka saane mani nyina no nka ebre no ano ase pa but one we abekwa wie no ebeka se machine kura na bi asai Intina say mpanifo no omo dwene ho am say da bi the way nya interest is no and ampa say your party in government one here da bia opposition for na ebre you kuma da bia opposition for because party in government da bia on electoral commission mba so ya hwa time bia party bia be government bia no na electoral commission abeda na ndamfo say da bi kura na omukura na kasama electoral commission enti enuma sometimes say parties nika so munyi sa na ma we ni a na omuni ni omu ye nti na omunyi ni because you see na oba government there the electoral commission be bia no who opposition at the electoral commission be bia enye you see na itimi ba ne sa
bia na menu mienu nkwote na opposition ho no moda bia duro bi opposition
government mususu da
ai ntina o enti omo ewo ho no mo betimi attest to it because maybe there's a possibility so duro no ma bibi ekata wani so especially say wo aban mu a but we free ho no ma na bia wa free wani so na fe hu niema different entina ma ko basa
I do agree entina me jidi say making ebia no ntina mo nkyere anya electoral commission ni because omo no ho no mo na di ehwebom so mo free ho no mo say osuman asesa osuman de ntia osuman asesa because they say me timi anka betimi di aye niema bia na nka kane na nka metimi yama it is hard there and pass the electronic vote by there because electronic vote ebia me ba aban mu a me will access to ebia backup systems bia nka me opposition a me nya access nti wa me metin opposition a ko me say ebiase be say
okay now yamba political parties no emu ye hu electoral commission mo sinto nyema mo dia ebitimi akoyi ne mo abasoba wo de mo di kan e de abo mo and now ye ba ye share 2016 bibi ohono a NDC amayoko ye ya amwa wo mo MPP wo mo currently I de kwa about we ye de no no compare 2016 wo mo ye ma say Bruce and so mo repeat the same thing na etimi ede sa je ye hu ye abaya na
and it makes my picking from different angles the first angle yeah 2016 now yeah pre-election na some do na near kano during the tenure of President Mahama na corruption na sebiu homaso arrogance and in fact ebu na enkra bi mu na nkomonya bam adwuma no mu mpanimfo ne enema biblia na etitisa sabio sa ne man dodo na koso ema se ba so na ensambio ha na mpanimfo so ka na emwa in fact ekodu mrebi na se emse na eya koyese se wo so hwe pa na akwese jama NDC fo no o mafa ne se abato ne de dan deal iti amanfo ni abre na mo no ye campaign no we hwe na President Mahama no gina one shata wale mo ne penifo na ye hwe ne ye de ekaka ho penimu bi kan se mi wo se abato campaign entoaba campaign entoaba kra dodo na campaign panifo mbaba campaign ase no omo o support dada obi a ka bi obeba bia na system hanu de obi a yetu aneka yama ne t-shirt yama ne promise bi nto no say nipa no nakoma enni wachi ba bibia obenya ntino na amana ba a repetition of Sadi the same thing in about so hanum say in this current election the same repetition of Sadi man think dictia amanfo ekasa by heart sebio but there was a little difference between maybe a tackling of corruption between President Mahama and President Kufuor. Difference kakra ubehu no honum so here President Mahama corruption na o take steps in fighting the corruption. In fact, you can say you listed about 5 on 5 million sample kra. Ni nyina so President Mahama etu one amount
baby e dey hin.
Fa abuga pela. O me de no court. Se be one for anase one for the court asem. Ye fa in fact me fa any so we kra.
Na abuga pela ne court as ne court chrono.
Yes.
Na under the administration and as na MPP.
No, President Mahama na shase. Yes. In fact, and President National Service scandal the same thing is President Mahama Abreso. ma o make sure say the obia investigate mo de munya court e bia say sisamre am no ka say ya e see here this time they see here no national service for no court mo akọje order ama media for no mo ko hu sa asem no ye the injunction ato mo so say sa asem no e mo nka ho asem e wo public kopim say court media asem na wi in fact anya court media kopim say national service for no e be mo kwanya mo so corruption scandal no ano ansana so mo de betudwa mo de atudwa nti me no ka say me ya wo say media for no
is it wrong
the hen wrong
say omo yemma wo mo kwan na omo nyi
eno kwade me judge mpokra say the court no mo kwan na court amomo sa ona no ti ho de court asem but the esro mo say omo kwaje injunction ni wie na no media for no mo ekohu sa dream no no mo de asem na kodon OSP say ja OSP wona corruption we hwem tenie say court say ni enka ho asema
na wo hwehwe mu maye
na de obey bia wa ya fa ho ya so president Mahama abreso BC ya abina no ene tu ho anamon e de sa penifo no court e ma amran no mu di se ne fata ya so say o se o compare the same corruption fighters and name him no say corruption e BC a wo ko corruption a waka no na president mum enyo no na wo ka wo so why corrupt no e bia se minister bi na president bo na be jafa no mum na ka ho asem abra se bia police for honom office of OSP office ho in fact ya ti ekweku a omuno 2 minutes omedi sansem na chi na se boni bi oma omudi akokot papa bi oma omaja manaka eso se say de obo hun say president mum na eje sansem no ajafa ntina ma am say ma ndisi for no to bibi say am say jafa de wabeda ne clearing agent ne ade nti
mame mbra mu ha say na yem fan to so na mo bon mu enye de minim say ye ba no you know yeah dada sitting from the lay person's point of view also utimi enya yonko utimi why or yonko bi anase bia wo nua bi obi betimi ehia wo baby ebisa wasama fenipa no ho bia na wonnim at that moment the wonnim ba quickly no utimi ka asema enne bia wo yonko na asema no it is because you know the person me so what and for instance bia wonnim me no obi hia no ka say God forbid abena wi amade ka say abena debi
correct
atwetwe dia ankadi minim say basa abena wi awade pa de menyini basa muso wi ade na fine ba minim say mu be nhwehwe mu awi no na enye no press say is it wrong to say that
dia okay sebio se dia okana na no ankran tamasem sansem no yemfa nko amemum enni bebu ho a uba amemum a ene oman chichire a enye sa nete so oni mobia onim no nanso se nipa no se nhwemu aba beda edi se waye boni bia wo sa pani na wo da oman na no enye wadwuma no so be keka nsama ete sa isan se won sama be keka no kra no etimi essay se nhwemu bia nka ese ya etimi se sa nhwemu no isan se titru ye ba ye mamu ha ye president oye obia oni tumi ekọ akiri pa nti obia ye na ade a ombe so be ye ade a ebekwa ha president kwan bia so isan se tumi no eba o president ni tumi so to the sense one here na de wodi ekura no ebitima ahwerew isan kwan kura afia bia afa so ye onima bi nti se president na se oto na se umpanifo ye de information aba se umpanifo ibi e di boni bia na nka wo de ne se woni tumi se obeye ese bi obesa nipa nti no na odina komo mu a omuye saa omuwo saa tumi na emra hyehye se omu na eso mu hwe saa nsem no omu na eso de komo mu so omu ye na se bi omu sa nipa nti a boni be na waye as a president onya boni bia se omu hwem na se nipa no ampa okudifo na se na gise de no eko asem di bia o president boni be na nanka waye ka onya bibia enti so so beche mind dia nanka kwan a yese mra wa nkasa asa man pani wa hyehyɛ sɛ obi di bɔne enke mfa no mfa so no saa mra no na se bi obi a behwese se BBC a obeme de afa so it is one fast akwan so na aka se o nipa especially de minim ne pa na se de we misim ninu ne de woni de BBC ade wonye abra wonya hwehwemu bia wonim se de onim ne tirim po hwehwemu so nipa no de abetu dwan so so a unhu yempo se bi okura ohu a se de because of se de onim ne nti no sa wo de ekura woken se abena example ade mai ebetu amba se ampa minim abena pa abena ntesa na so sa de se abena afai ebetu amba sa na abena na afa ampa but wonim essence wonim ne nti no obe sign nti but ebe hwehwemu no ebe ho ma se ampa abena wonim no ebia na nyesa no te ebia sa me na yesi abna fa no ebetuma pese na abna wo ho kire bim anti ba na ye edi sa bone no na enso sansa wonim na nti no wa adwenim no abna nti menye so wonti menye dia na se wa anye so na ampa ebehwem na abna ya sa bone eno nti na ese eni kwa so opentem ebu atan eso timi nya abotre titru se o man chichire na so chichire o man ni ya tambia na eso timi nya abotre na oma emra ye adwuma se na ese tiye se eye adwuma na se nipa no ye sign ni tia nyankopon na adana se an sign ni tia ene no kra no ahwe na nka otibua kra na nka ebuufo no ebia na sa amiri no de oye no adama otu ye sense otu na mampanti no na ya save wo ene ya ka nyina na everybody bi anka nipa na nka wodi mu eno ntina ni kwan se oma ho prewo ampa said ya okay yam so betima kan kukom pa say ba ni bas mesi de nya sa na oti o kukom kan ka boni bia wotimi frɛ no mpokra say abna na de mati asemi afa ho a minim say kenya sa na oti na etesen o kyerɛkyerɛ mu a ebia be convince okay abna de aka na mate na so wonim emra ho nom say why we BBC ya say de okɔ na ye hwehwɛ nsɛm mu mimi de me gidi say ampa wo de on tesa na emu he say hwehwem se bi o sie ko hwehwem na say abna wo di bema yina ye beta wachi se odi nkugu osusu a ye betima ta wachi na emu emna na obedi se na ese na fata
okay nti na ne mfato ho no ye hwɛ mfunso o mo ye na mfunso no mu no wetimi identify say baako etu anamon baako de wentu anamon ezana montu no ene wentu no ene didi mu abepem sabre ye mayehu ne outcome na
so up to now for the entire 8 years President Akufo-Addo na beso ni minister o ni mpanifo biye ni odi boni bia o so hwe mumrema obi ani boni bia do sebio sasmi pa dwa odwen ho kra
o obi ani
boni bia ka birima obi ani waye bi because yanchi obi a yemfo bia anko court ba ko pa na court kra no eno kra nyo no kra na de no ko sisi da pa eno mpo kra no president nsem aye kan ya obegiginem chinchini a ma me nya boni bia won so nya court
pasa ono mama Cecilia de no court ehwehwemo
that's what court yen
na make no to the tangent say OSP ACZ ne ma ne court ne share say
and over na dem command sir
and I say no yen ka say manpanyin interfere still I will court dey say ne court ne
manpanyin interference any names what dem aso manpanyin na ji sa se mi ji mu ase chichine ma me nya boni bia
no but ne jijine mu no e prevent say me ma em fan court and I say ne jijine mu no ye je say o kana kasa keke ye hwe ho
mampani kasa keke ni nyigire mu no etimi affect bibia in fact say yes ya ha hen anka even court was mpokra ne sa nyigire mu no etimi affect judge say the judge say kwakura judge be fa so bi dia asem no kra asampa
judicial system can't be compromised.
I'm say
you a legal person from where I'm sitting and they want to say enti na won share
no nkrata so
esi ho no
no no nkrata so
pepepe
ye tro no nkrata so
sa
okay nkrata
e we a lawyer o ye tro no nkrata so
nkrata de sa na wo so na
sa reality no
nyabotre sa so na nke se eye sa so na nke se nya nkrata so keke
chika sa so na nka
se eye sa pepepe
na sa enya
sa na tie the entire man enye sa no sense enyema bebre e wa kwan mu a itimi affect kwan kra judicial system no e fa so yen adwuma enyema bebre dodo na no ema to the bia na enyema ankoyi but e sense emra na ahye ato wonti no bebe be kwakọ wie bia no e so fa ne sa titru se de waka se we lawyer ampa lawyer de se me kona se judge force say ya mini hwe ka se me obi ka appeal na ese me ye me kwa appeal na se judge force say me se ma make no en she dan to asuma na en famra kwan mu a ba wie wakwa apem so Supreme Court ye wi a wo wie nanso eto da bia na ma ana etachire no ana emwa ehu bi ana etachire no emwa betwa ko shia judge menka so bia na tesa enso betwa ko shia judge na wa hwe no kra se de osidi na asema utumu se bi enyo no ane pem ena ode ye ne ode ye
chineke say de be fa say nipa na wona na etweman so no bi onim meba no bi onim hu binti under the influence of that person ntina e ma na kosa na
senka bibia e finjima
no me person me te wona
sa na make akosi ntina make say senka bibia e finjima nka se bio nka yete in 2005 nka na expose e ba ya judge fo a se bio omojeje nka kra ne ade se bio nka anko wiesa senka bibia e finjima nka anko wiesa nti de make akosi ni se eye dan a nipa bi mu enyama enkoyi essence we nipa nti se bi obi obetima je teku na se bi o friend se nipa na ka chen se asem we di ni se na bia udi wi a me ye president bi a me hwe oyi a en no onye
na se no
enti
me bo
wa mama nka sense ya wa hwe na ahwefo na etiefo
no ba asem ne bi so ho no ma wo ka ese etimi chip in na wo de ato aso akwa akosi se indeed for instance me no wa court maybe a lawyer na anymore judge anymore he or she can't be a judge in his own cause. What I say?
So you say this
no me cancer enti wono anasese wono ni ma me no me wo to me say make up to say ensesa no because only you gather your evidence na ya in such a ya but one na me person be the room then for education because ade aye kenyina so adesua e na dodo na so esua woni ni say esesa mom ana montu na esi etu
ana montu ni nyina ho no but so person me ka bibia Supreme Court decision and say ya afenyo Markins ya or this Parliamentary court so answer me okay can ABC am Speaker of Parliament and a lawyer e could resist answer me be say a judge for no mu baako one day we MPP ni obi anim no wa contest him for MP into mu fi say judge no what na say no so bia enyeyi Supreme Court judge for no ba mbobo sa asem no guyi mbogo say waka ho asem no mbedi omeko so di umasem emu di asem no ampa asem no ko wie nti nya waka no esi da bia nti na meka say say eniema bi oho a wontimi enka se bibia ye pepepe envomso kakra ewom nemum ye de a ese ye no se abribia ne betu anamon bia samfomso no tabia ye bete so anase bi ye fi kwan mu kra se be ya oman na ye chichire no ye be chichire ama asombo ama ye nyina because se obi ni ngwe na se obi bia ya compromise no na obi akoje kakra na enti obetima take decision bia emwa no sa ne mane de dodo na eden a ebesi nemum anamo a ye betu a ye betimi dia improve no eno na ehia eno na ma o man chichire ye o man otherwise se nka itimi ye bibia na panim bi bro for se utimi ye bibia wi na ne na se nka china ye ni hwe ye
ni hwe yes, Rome was not built in a day.
Into sana making. And from so they can be but you can no near solve problems. Kakra sa. And no near friend of mine.
Lawyer, and it does so homa AMPP. Even though in a way, because it's too early for us to discuss this, but and it does so homa woman. I said it does so homa. Omonchenya because we see a the attention or what is it but yes say sunye e ma adwen nanimonimu ye omo start omo ahoboa so ana say
mienu medical asha say 2016 see 2016 the way
come back no
NDC lusu ya no bia anyi ninda say ebedu mre bimpo
ama BBC
and BBC bit me say amna yi obi anya ni da me kai pa President Mahama e call message ma ko US ko na no o mse woni mpani fo bi ko share no di nkomo ono ansem kam no o say maybe or no crazy to me say we're incompetent because MPP for no kind incompetence and sama I feel no ankasa kra na adwim no kra no na what did you say we're incompetent and pa na saying because I say e kayama e begin hini ama enu nti so hwe resource e ba ya fa na no shiye pa na no shiye the highest in the history of the Republic of Ghana nti obi anya ni da senka President Mahama ko betime nya no da kompo e dia beka se obi nto abama no eso ne ene masesa me kai ye nyina se sa identity si ye ma ne President Mahama wa bato a wa ba weni so sen the AC kra in fact Ghana have say share democracy ase so sen the AC nyina na yes MPP4 so kai hu say in the so de e wo homa nyina bribia say nen we lose election and just say eto atwa election no si mu yenko na si wiase say dia ye be koso ato aba sa na ye koso ye to ma no abribia no bibisi abibisusi me ana metaka say Ghana and Africa elections there opposition emwene nemum government in power any lose na the entire na metaka na sa ne say tambia no so wo abamu a mfom so doso bebre mfom so ne doso na wo mfom so ni nyina wo mfom so nya to nchen a na ho kura sa ba hi sa so obi akoma de na HS da bia oba o promising niema eso da bia akoma de ni pay nti afi ohun kura na ho ne obi kura hu se what V8 mu a se bi o wa de kura bia wa to butom sika kura na de atokura na ho ne because of say o ya ba mu nipa nti etimi kodu sam pempen so no ema afi emfa ho ni dwuma wadie why ma papa said dem kra sense una so wo na wo abamu nti no after be e bia 8 years at least ye had there after be 8 years there na ho ye hinti wo ko ahisem wo ko se bia homaso wo ko amanfo hia omudaso wo ko under development is it wo ko ni ma bebre at the same time because you are the government in power opposition ni dia is okay ni ma bia nsape me ba memo modwuma me ba me corruption me ba me ya makwan ni mu school ne mu niema nsa niema me nsa nan so nya kasa nsem wi asa wan ka hwe kra e beto ama no because se de medical ka no wo ba mu no wo sa niema nyina mu bie nu a watimi ayam na si wuntimi nya kwan nyina ama ne nsi wuntimi nsi hospital nya ama ne nsi wuntimi ma obi anya adwuma se de yesi onya adwuma amanfo so foforo so ba ya wo bi enya 18 afi so na bi so ba nti sai nipa na ono afi na onya 18 no ono hwe na abrebom no hwe na setene ma enkoye wa wi school wa da so tifie onto aba mama ne nye obi kura so school kura na bia bibi nti kura no university no wa pass so wanya ska anko sai nipa na nya de so beto aba mama na yi nti problems bebre
ne wo ko
I need to know so wa ba mu a obetuma lose election sometimes without doing anything wrong. Sometimes, except that yeah, had the mistakes be brinty, it adds to maybe the rot anti tembia na abambe lusu election. Enti bitiawa in the so de bibiri ho no. Ni nyina ne se be kwakọ siesie ho e be boaboa ho yi. Ti se ba mi aka nsem bi ma me de pa se ampa election dey wo lusu. Nemum ku bia no ko boaboa no na ba no san ba be ko. Mejidi se ahomboabo no oba obeba ni na ye ka no na me kai nyina se in next elections na 2028 no nya President Mahama ene ba kwakopre
is a new person
nipa foforo na free NDC ma oba be pre in next election no kra no emu odden kra ma yi NDC kra esin MPP because MPP dey a known face ko ba se Dr. Baumia na be san ba or a known face we di kan ton ho dada dey easy say obeton no ho easy say Sam no so oba no oni sebio Akufo-Addo tag en the chibi because all the wrong Akufo-Addo aye no e ka ho in fact say e ka no krepa battle we enye between President Mahama and Dr. Baumia between the President Mahama and Nana Akufo-Addo
was omuhu Dr. Baumia
Akufo-Addo no bia hu no
omuhu no
ohu Akufo-Addo so ade ohu bia so ade etan ade efin ade anya papa
sa
enti
mesero
enu ntino
no lawyer nsemi boy ano hye nti ya no watwe bi asan mesrew intimi nkase o mampanyini ehuna
adia enye de binye nipa no ho asem ye ka na mamu ho asem nti ne de so the want ase no ebo apa ese want ase
but mesrew
nti amamu ho asem ye ka mate wase dodo nti dia make akosin se ekoba se obi a obehu president Kufuor bia obehu e bia dwirim keta se hye se bi osika aseye economy aseye ene niam aseye se nipa na sa niam no kwa no hu nti onya Dr. Bawumia ene ono wo compare with President Mahama. It's because of an no one way na okose wo judge say Bawumia ne Mahama na contest one way no mistake, but in the next election you know sir President Kufuor ne bad deeds nyina no obia ebeto atwene because boapaimu no samre no President friend saying Dr. Mahama oba enye saa nsem no oba beka ono beka ono ne dia oba beye samre na ndisi nipa oba no enye President Mahama na eba saa nipa no se koba se na professor na eba ono onye ebida oba with completely clean slate. In fact, so oba even as a vice president, the same accusations. The same accusations are Yedema Bawumia no Saibia. And the next election, CSC the most important, more critical elections are Yebeko Memuha at the next election. 2028. Nankopompa. Enti hono mom no wan here na enutina eyese afanu ni nyina no petitu MPP for no molusu no enutina eso munya hope kakra se enye this time onye mo ne President Mahama na ekwa akoko prebium enti omoye omo eduma yie no mo boabo mo ho no mo se omo monitor niema de bekoso yie de enkoso yie omo monitor bibia no mo twere omo nota ebia ne bitima ko yie amon ebia de tima meka ebia no bibia so begira President Mahama so niema batuto akwemu samri
because na me baby bisa say don't you think say expectations you know high
very high and until making
obetimi meeting
then but onu agitum say say utie ni interview or ye BBC and some onu agitum say eniama de heading nemum ne dey say obetimi ahye bibi ase bibi titru bia so oni ho a the obaba bia no bitima to aso ama o man no ya fa yentuma fa.
But do we have some to aso syndrome?
Yeah, anya bia no so one now ka bia ka me say me lawyer. She's okay say me lawyer constitution actually say say enhye say to aso. Enhye say the aban beja ho bia na aban foforo ba eso beto aso. See to aso na yen to aso de enu asam foforo. I see. Nemu enhye e me nyina say to aso.
Okay, senior lawyer Justice Abdullahi and meneno etche and come with decision time so sabi de watwe yem de besi nyina esiewi bebia ye nyina e wo bia de nyina ye twen eye Electoral Commission say omode eye the final result ebeba especially a presidential no na omotimi e declare e de amaye the United Television so say aba e de ama Ghana mine anywhere see afa na nyina na se de niamasi kɔ no ye nyina benya ntiase ne ehu mu trodo zunti no efa bibia enka memo sabri me pese ye hu me so na yeje eye enkrato bidi dia bana che gwache ye beba sisia.
Bifaro enye meni sawo kan
me catro sawo bora Bifaro Limited dia be hunu nkora nneoma nyimfo de nyina bia wa hase efi akora ya wo nenne dia na obedie entade obehye kales ahodo ene emu size me na ode bedware na enhu ode besra ne mpaboa enkora school bags and afi one mo singlets underwears night gowns pajamas about sign dia ye de beko wenyin ene dia ye de bepie nyina entoma ye bepam ene bags ahodo a ye bekura nyina so bi e wa hase ana esoro hanso di free enkora so a wono mo peja kakra ene mpenimfo nneoma nyina bi ewa ha sei emma ntade different colors and different size from small size they call plus size for all occasions say corporate special events normal everyday wear emma mumbra bejemude wa ha ubenya emma suits different sizes different colors t-shirts shirts the yedibe ko programs the yedibe ko ejuma enkwara ne say please mom and dad take me to be farok ewo osu breakfast and afrey on 0208 130 308.
Diamano. Eya unwanwa. Krofoke kasa da bramidia drone na to maduane yo. Nasu debi. Emu baako ena me no a. Mamalu rice. Jasmine rice a. Ni dane yesronko kra. Mamalu. Ready sir. Mamalu, ne no efekeke. Eto ne bo ase yi baako be fine. Jasmine rice and the quality ni 100%. Nan GMO, any gluten free. Mamalu rice nye na oman supermarket sahodo mu. Friend na kwa me cash down was 0246939884. Kumase fresh 0249526513. Mamalu, obedisa. FDA aji nkratwe ya tu.
Hello, your mamu akwaba about GH schools. Medin Eddie Leslie Adolisto, Minekwanche for Penyam, that GH schools. Ano, you can GH schools, and you can GH Media School, GH Cosmetology School, GH Fashion School, GH Catering School, and GH Technology School. You share GH Media School. So, open journalism and media studies, and you share TV presenting, radio presenting, newspaper reporting, any media law. Na ya the media marketing account. Se opeso journalism and media arts. We TV presenting no, we radio presenting no, producing, acting. Na the event management account amount. Media school na television and film production. And no we digital video editing, camera handling, sound. Na afi we directing. Yes also multimedia production. And no we animations, editing, graphic designing. Na afi why sound. The media school no Ghana nyina yen na yete so. Your studios bebre, your digital studio and your mini studio. Yes also e mega studio. Sa studios ne nyina industry for to be ejuma. Sa so na your students no so edition dey. Me fa wo enko apro e your cosmetology school no. Practical oriented cosmetology school. Na e GH cosmetology school. E beauty specialty, e beauty therapy and e cosmetology course na nkasa. So we beauty specialty na and you obey facials. Na why manicure, pedicure, eye enhancement, na afi why makeup. But you person will be beauty therapy na. And you obey makeup, pedicure, manicure, facials, eye enhancement. Now afi the massage and body therapy account. Oh your full cosmetology combo na say oh your baby, oh the hair ebe count. Na ye count workstations papa and the facilities are for this year na GH cosmetology school. You call your fashion school no make fashion school asema na me sekwa esanse fashion school no nyama first semester no obey children's wear na why spaceman and no osua basics no osua basics ni wia na fe wako osua men's wear any ladies wear free ho na wako occasional wear no na osua se na pam lace se na pam kente party dresses engagement dresses red carpet dresses and no any person osua e third semester fourth semester no specifically for suits and wedding gowns. Practicals no doors. Into ye chira wono na oye na ye hwe. Within 2 years na why year ewie. Next school me person me no ekomo pro ye catering school no. Catering school no sa so na ya chichechiche mu. Enti ye wo food production na we sua se ne nua aduane. Sa so na ye wo pastries production. Pastry no only 1 year na be sua. Ye sa so e wo drinks production. We sua cocktails and mocktails. Be sua se ne ya sana. So bulu se lamborghini. Ye sa so e wo cake production. We sua cupcakes na we move to party, wedding, na fe we move photo-crafted cakes. Ye wo hotel management so as a course. Sa so na ye wo event management. Ye school a etwa to technology school na ye technology school no usua enyama mienu, computer hardware and computer software. And only major courses are e wo. Na ye ka computer software na senya one kasa we to me develop o software. Na ye wo bonus courses bebre wo ho. It be any MCR operations, AI, artificial intelligence. Ye wo CCTV installation and also a bonus course wo ye GH technology school. Ye also e wo home security. Se sia ye wo two streams. Ye wo stream back one a year for academic progression and ye wo stream back one a year for skills acquisition. Skills acquisition de ubenya certificate of competence. Se unique certificate bia and no and obey se u failing subjects and no obey. Na ye sanso e wo CT vet certification and no enya ye na ma certificate no CT vet and be ma wo diploma certificate no se u 5 passes including English and maths and no ubetumi e dia tua wo education so e wo any technical university e bia open churchemu friend numbers na e wo screen so no ye bie akwanya ama obi bia e instant admissions your school fees no e da from boko ye wo flexible terms of payment which me share be na afi wetu ya ni aka no enkakra sa so ne ye wo Equiflex flexible way of acquiring your equipment and ye wo hostel facilities so o hwehwe ye chia kwan a ye wo achi motor abofu nti ye ni ICGC no na e ben sa so na ye ni Standard Bank and the enhwenim GA schools you see train practice and achieve.
Uncle!
Oh, this Christmas is giving.
It's giving!
Are you ready, kids?
Sis, is the jollof ready?
It must be for kudos!
Jollof is ready!
This Christmas, it's giving the best in entertainment on DSTV. Grab a DSTV decoder or reconnect to your existing subscription and be entertained.
Now this is giving. Thank you!
Wenini wukanyo, enti amfeni agrokra. Waiting a Whitestone Dental and Eye Care Center. Abama yingina. See a dim fidi papa show how a weni hono. Whitestone zebra, one more. Whitestone, ahoto swapper. Spectacles, any designer frames, and so titia. When a juma infonso wa potre kamase. Enti pomechira kwa we islego, Baleshin Road, and our friend. 0242-251-983 and 0240-452-992. Whitestone Dental and Eye Care Center. Your total eye care solutions.
After this fufu and pepper soup, I go score goals like them the dash points.
Kivo 100% natural hot pepper. Good for your jollof, stew, soup, shito, spaghetti, and noodles. Kivo hot pepper. Moko show.
I'm a match winner, but the real champion is Kivo 100% natural hot pepper. Champion taste.
This advert is FDA approved.
Bia diamano eya unwanwa krofo kekasa Dramani na tom aduane yo naso dabi emo baako ena me no a mamalu rice jasmine rice a ne dane yesron kokra mamalu ready sir
Mamalu, ne no efe keke. Eto ne bo ase yi baako be fine. Jasmine rice and the quality ne 100%. Eye nan GMO, any gluten free. Mamalu rice nye na oman supermarket ahodoɔ mu. Friend na kwa me cash down was 0246939884. Kumase 02495265